stroked out and died over it. You're watching a different show. It's donkey. You ain't a captain of nothing but a sinking ship. Don't do this to me, Harry. The Ohio State. It's Ohio State. What do you mean, see? 312-988-15.
Hello?
You tell Johnny all you've heard and seen. Sometimes it's good to just yell about football. Yeah, that's right. Welcome in. Welcome back, folks. It's just a Saturday night. Saturday Night Live, baby. We are back. We are with you, and it's almost football time. It's almost football time. We took 1 week at a time. We did what we all said, got through it together, knocked the days off the calendar, knocked the weeks off. We're about a week out. And it's a perfect time for us to gather one more time before all the stress hits. I want to know what you guys are thinking about. I want to know what's on your mind. We're about a week out from camp starting. And I'm wondering where you're at. I'm wondering what's on your mind. What is on your Notre Dame fan checklist? When we open up camp, you're going, I want to see this, and this. I'm looking at this, whatever. I want to know. So I think this will be perfect. We're going to have a little fun. We always have an interesting group on a Saturday night. We already got some callers lined up. Maybe you have a couple surprises coming your way here. Hang with us. Couple surprises. And we'll get into it. So I want to know what is on your mind a week out from camp. I text ND. I can't believe it either. It's 1 week. We just no more recruiting talk. Well, the good news is it's amazing how this goes, you guys. It's off-season recruiting, nonstop recruiting. And then right when the season hits, that almost completely goes away. And it's all the actual football. So in a way, it's great because you have a season outside the season. Recruiting is its own world, and you get that. I'm ready for some real ball. I'm just telling you, I'm ready for some real ball. And I'm ready for real storylines. Not what if this, what if that. We need data. We need action. I'm about that action, boss. I need some action. I do. So that's what's going on. Hold on a second. What is the deal here with Dr. John? Hey, Brandon, it's good to see you, buddy. Hold on. Where is this? Dr. John's in my area. I don't recall getting a text. I don't remember getting an invite here, Doc. What, you're in the ballpark? You didn't holler at your boy? Live from somewhere near Chicago. It's an Always Irish After Dark Saturday night. You didn't hook a brother up with the text? If you're in the area, you could have been in the studio with me, Dr. John. I'm just giving you a hard time. Look at this. Unbelievably reliable. This is old reliable here. Donnie with the $50 holler. Telling you, man, the guy, every single post-game show, when I go to log in, $49.99, Donnie White, start off every single show. $50 holler, loading up the call-in lines. It's unbelievable. Hi, Johnny, me lad. So sorry. Have a glass or two of swell Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand. If I can't pronounce it, I'm probably not drinking it. What do you think of that? I could pronounce Fireball, though, when Phil and his whole family show up to the tailgate. I could pronounce that one. Oh, man. Yeah. I'm still remembering when that guy was, no, not in Gary. The guy that was yelling at Gary. Remember that guy that called me like a week ago from the work from the lunchroom at work, and he was saying all that stuff, and then his coworker came in. He's like, "Shut up, Gary! I'm talking to John." And then he said, "If Gary goes to HR, we're going to have a problem." I don't understand this Malort crap. I know that's a Chicago thing. It's like, it must be like the hot dog. If you don't get an entire forest on top, it's not a real Chicago dog. Apparently, you got to drink this crap If you're in Chicago, you have to drink this nasty liquor. I don't know what the story is, but every time I've seen it, it looks terrible. Every time. What is this noise? Hold on. I think there's a storm outside or something. I hear weird noises, or my yard's flood. My house is flooding. Something's going on. Something's going on. I have not seen Happy Gilmore 2. It's on the list. And I've seen a couple reviews that were like, it's so immature and juvenile. Happy Gilmore fans are going to love it. That's what I'm here for. What do you mean? Like, that's what I'm here for. I saw all the reviews. They're like, oh, it's sophomoric, and they reuse a lot of the old stuff from the original one. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. It's just too bad Chubbs is dead. It's just too bad Chubbs is gone. So that's unfortunate. So let's get into this today. Donnie, thank you so much. Appreciate it. We got a few calls early. Couple surprises coming up for you guys. I just want to know what is on your mind a week out. Let me know where your mind is. What are you optimistic about? What do you have questions about? What do you really want to see? How long do you think it's going to take them to name a starting quarterback? What's going to happen with that O-line? Is anybody wondering just how different the Ash defense is going to look? And is that something that will be readily apparent in camp? Like when the media gets in there and you get your little window, are they going to report back, here's what looks so different with that defense, or is it not? Like, I wonder about all these things. So as always, thanks for being here. You can find the program on YouTube. Do it, subscribe if you haven't yet. Appreciate it very much. Give the video a thumbs up. That helps Yanni out as well. Notifications on, that way you don't miss nothing. Twitter, search bar, always Irish. They put a hologram of Jerry Garcia live on the stage. On what stage? I thought John Mayer's the new Jerry Garcia. Isn't he traveling with the Grateful Dead? They had that residency at the Sphere in Las Vegas. I thought John Mayer was what do you call it? Like reincarnated in doing the guitar stuff and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. The hologram. Anyways, I'm getting off track here. Twitter, search bar, always Irish, always Irish Inc. Emails, always irishnd@gmail.com. Audio only, anywhere you want it, you can get it. If you don't want to see my silly face, nobody's going to blame you for that one, folks. Good for you. Call-in lines, you know what they are. 312-900-8815. Dial it up, tell Uncle Johnny all you've heard and seen. Notre Dame on SI, read all about it. Articles all the time. Getting back in the routine of posting more articles in the offseason. There's a little bit of a lull. Getting back in the routine of posting a lot. I have something up today. I'm going to have something out for you tomorrow morning. Read all about it. Patreon.com/always Irish. I love the momentum on that. I got to tell you, I love the momentum over there at Patreon. We're gaining people. People are jumping in. They're buying back into the season. So the numbers are going up. People are joining. It's an all-star team. Myself, two Notre Damers, Mike Goolsby, Jared Clark, offensive expert, defensive expert, although they're both pretty darn good with both. ND Recruiting 01, Jack Sullivan with all the recruiting stuff. I got to tell you guys, the new feature, the community chat we opened up, man, it's awesome. It's popping. Every single day, it's rumors, it's recruiting stuff, behind the scenes information, like joke memes, talking about the season. And it's just like, there's always a conversation. Any time of the day you log in there, there's something juicy to go over. It's so much fun. So thanks to everybody that's there. We got some surprise for you. We got some surprises for you. Where is this, John? It's on the patreon.com/always Irish. And I didn't know how that would go. I was sitting there one day and I'm like, man, we've been talking about creating this chat group on Patreon. Let's see how it goes. And I figured out how to get it going. And I'm like, let's see how long it takes people to get interested in that. 30 seconds after I had the chat out, boom, people were debating stuff, making jokes. It was great. So I really appreciate it. John, we are losing to the Cubs. How can you sit here and talk about ND football? Only John can rage about a team that doesn't play for a month. I'm going to tell you this, Jerry. You beat up on the Cubs last night, and I already put this in the chat. The only team I like less than my own is the Cubs. It's amazing. I am so sickened The only team I like less than my own is that one. Angela from the lake. I'm just picturing her in the middle of a lake, floating around in a lake, listening to me in the dark. Angela, God bless you. I appreciate it. Let's do some of these super chats, and then we got to get the calls going. We're going to try and do 5 minutes and get through these so everybody has a chance. We may have some surprises later on for you. Let's see. What kind of drugs do riders have to be on to put Beck as tier 1 and Love at tier 2 for the Heisman? Is some of that Walter? I like the name Walter. That's an old school name. I like that name. It sounds regal in a way. I like that Walter name. Could some of it be quarterback? Like I'm not looking at it as like player on player, but could some of it literally be that it's easier for a quarterback to win that award than a running back? Like, it could, I don't know what's going on there. I'm just asking. Maybe it's quarterback. It's a little easier to win. I don't know. Running back, you got to have a lot happen. You got to get the ball a lot. Like, there's a lot of effort that has to go into putting you in a position to even get to New York. Right? So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Malort is terrible, but try it once. If you're telling me it's terrible, what do I feel the need to try it for? It looks terrible. It looks terrible. Commander, $10 hour. Coach Freeman and his team rolls into Miami August 31, ready to rock. Isn't that place called the Hard Rock? It all makes sense. That's perfect. Commander, you like vacillate between glass half full, half empty, and you just keep rotating. I never know what day you're going to wake up, which it is. Is he going to be glass half full or glass half empty? Or maybe it depends if you're drinking or not. On the weekend, maybe that's it. Look at this. Slick Rick, baby. $20 hour. Looking forward to watching two strong offensive lines and top running back rooms knock heads in South Bend when the Aggies come to town. In the meantime, pray that we start healthy and beat Miami. Love the show. I say it every time. I'm going to say it again. Rick found the show a year ago now when we were leading into A&M. And as the opponent, he was looking for Notre Dame stuff to get our perspective, and he's been here ever since. And as much as I love the Notre Dame people, and I'll always cherish the morning crowd that keeps me going all through the summer on the morning shows, it is special to have people from these other fan bases that want to be a part of this group. And a guy like I know we give Kent a hard time because he's an Ohio State guy, but he's there on every morning show, gives us a hard time. Rick never has anything bad to say ever. He's always pleasant. He's always here, and he's donating. It's just a gem of a guy. But it means the world to me to have somebody behind enemy lines who wants to be here every day. It's really, really nice, man. My main man, $10 hour, Saturday Night Irish Fever, the best ND support group. We do what we can. Oh, we do what we can. I'll tell you that right now. Who else we got here? Man, we got some new names. Welcome to everybody. I appreciate it. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Nikki Dean loves to be heard and seen. We got the Philly special, the whole family there. So the topic of the night is, I guess, bring back Ronald. He's probably in here, but with his dummy name, with his backup name. I don't know. What is it? Spicy chilies or something like that. It's always Irish Senior. Good to see. It's good to see mom and dad in the chat. Good to see you guys. Hey, none of this show happens without them. I mean, you wonder why I'm neurotic. Blame my dad for this. You don't start out born the way I turned out, okay? So talk to Grandpa Kennedy. Talk to Grandpa Kennedy's burial site and my dad if you're wondering how I turned out this neurotic with Notre Dame football. It don't just happen on accident, people. It takes decades to get this way. Oh, man. Hi, Mom and Dad. Yeah, that's good. Let's get into this. We're going to try and do 5 minutes, and so everybody gets a chance. Donnie with the big donation. Pete, I got you coming up. What's up, Donnie?
Hey, John. How are you, man?
I'm really good, Donnie. I got to tell you, man, I'm ready for real football. I'm sick of the speculation. I'm sick of what if and what if this and what if that. I'm ready for some tangible football action, baby.
Yeah, I've already watched Canute Rock the All-American. I watched Rudy this week, and I watched Here Come the Irish today. I'm getting excited, man. I'm getting pumped. Hey, John, I wanted to tell you, I don't. This is breaking news out of Indy. They're talking that Riley Leonard might be the starting quarterback for the Colts.
You know what? I read something about that, and I always had a thought in the back of my brain that maybe it all worked out for him to like not be a top draft pick, and maybe it lowers the pressure level and he lands in a really healthy spot and he could kind of sneak up on people. Like, I think in that case, there could be an advantage, not being like one of the top quarterbacks right away with all that pressure. So I don't know. Maybe it'll work out great for the guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a Colts fan. I'm a Packer fan, but so I don't follow the Colts too much. But yeah, I saw Happy Gilmore, and I tell you, John, personally, I was disappointed. It was like Coming to America too. I just didn't think it didn't have the pizzazz I was looking for.
Well,
that's my own personal opinion, and that's subjective.
We'll see. I haven't seen it yet. I read a couple reviews without spoilers. We'll see. It's, you know what it is, man? It's just about that nostalgia, going back to a simpler time, and like the simplicity of those Adam Sandler movies, like Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore. It just brings me back to a simpler time.
Right. So, hey, John, I wanted to ask you, what do you think the odds are we're going to hold on to this new quarterback Terry? It's a long way away, man.
It's a good and a bad scenario. It's really good to be able to lock in a cornerstone guy in the 27 class, a quarterback you can build around. Everyone I've talked to loves his sophomore film. He should develop a lot more physically and emotionally the next couple years. That's just a long time to hold on to an SEC territory quarterback, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. But it's good. It's good that we kind of landed him. Hey, John, I'm gonna bounce here. I'm at my baby Lacey, which you know Lacey pretty well. She turns 25 Monday, and we're having a big party here at her house. So,
awesome.
I'm gonna bounce here, but yeah, she's got a ton of people over here. But I'm gonna listen to the show. But hey, John. Can't wait for the start of the season, and love these Saturday nights, and hey, go Irish now and forever.
Go Irish. Have fun at the party. Tell her happy birthday, Donnie. We'll be in touch, and I'll see you soon.
Lacey, come here. Hold on, John. It's John.
Hi, John.
Happy birthday. Happy 25? Happy 25th.
25. Thank you.
Well, have fun tonight. Party hard. You got a great family. Love you guys.
Love you too. Thank you.
Take care.
All right. Bye, John.
Have a good one. Oh, man. What nice people. Nice people. She's probably thinking, who the hell is this idiot my dad's put me on the phone with? Miami is stacking the box. CJ Carr is going to have to win this game. I'm telling you, hey, if you're Miami, if you're in that environment and you are Miami, isn't that a good plan? Just think about it. I'm thinking about it. If I was Miami's DC and I know this kid's walking into this environment and I know we're going to have a full house of loud swamp people, is it the best thing you could do? Stack the box and say, if this young guy is going to throw the ball on us in this environment and beat us, God bless him, but we're cracking down ill and we're not going to allow Jeremiah Love to cut loose or whatever. All right, kid, it's your time to shine. Like, I don't know what to say. It's your time to shine. Like, you're going to have opportunities then. You're definitely going to have opportunities, man. It is, man, I'm nervous about it. I hope these players don't have the nerves I have before these games. I'm telling you that right now. Is Shane Gillis calling tonight? Well, I certainly hope so. Is he still on tour or what? Pistol Pete is on the air. If you're on hold, you're going to be on the air coming up next. What's going on, Pistol?
Yeah, that's right.
That is correct, man. You just keep getting better and better at it, Pete. Pete, question. What's going on?
Well, only about 862 more hours before shout out to your brother Andrew, who will be with me at the game in a little over 5 weeks.
Man, I'm telling you, the countdown's getting serious when we're going by hours and not days, right, Pete?
That's correct. Well, as always, I got to say it, John. Show the audience that book for those who are watching.
It's my second Bible here. Frank Leahy and the Fighting Irish. I always have it here for reference. It makes me happy.
Well, yeah, and of course, also for the audience, for those who do not know, what is the Midwest abbreviation of MFBD stand for?
Yeah, that's Michigan Football Brain Disorder, which is a totally different thing. It's a totally different disease. And then again, Pete, today, every time you call, we talk about this Michigan thing. Again, I saw an article today. The NCAA can take away that championship, even though the CFP said they were going to honor it. The NCAA could take it away. Pete, I'm still saying, I think the most likely outcome of the discipline here makes no one happy. Not enough punishment to make me happy. Too much to where the Michigan people are going to complain. I would bet it ends up right in the middle. No one's happy. That would be my bet.
Well, I think you said before, please correct me if I'm wrong, if you only get a choice of taking away the Natty or taking away future postseason play, you would take away the Natty, correct?
I would take away the Natty because that one already happened. So if it's illegitimate, wipe it out and make them earn it through a 12 or a 16 playoff moving forward. So I don't think they're going to do it, though, Pete. I sincerely don't think they're going to do it. So I don't know.
Well, because I've heard about the possibility of a 1 to 3 year postseason ban.
Yeah, but I also but what about the title? Like, does that mean you leave the title as it is and then you just ban them moving forward? I want an asterisk or take it away and say all the games they won are losses and give me a 2 to 3 year postseason ban. Then I'll be happy.
I'm with you, John. I'm greedy. I want both.
Me too. So I don't think it's going to happen, Pete. And so I think the punishment will be unsatisfying for everybody involved for different reasons. Pete, I want to know, we're about a week out from camp. What are the top storylines on your mind? I know the way you think about Notre Dame all the time. What pops into your head when you're thinking about getting this all started? What are those narratives that are important to you?
Well, the concern about the offensive line, because last year we had a mobile quarterback in Riley Leonard. Now, I'm not expecting CJ Carr to be as mobile as Riley Leonard. So we got to do a good job pass blocking because, like you said, you figure teams, at least at first, are going to stack the box against us. So we got to be able to pass.
Now, wait, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Are you assuming CJ Carr has this job won already, or do you expect some semblance of a competition to run a little bit into camp, whether it's a week and a half? Like, what do you think is going to happen there? Or do you think it's pretty much a done deal but not announced?
I think it's very likely he's the winner. I mean, I don't know how much of a competition it will be. They'll talk like it is, but I don't know. I mean, I expect on opening night, CJ will be the starter, but I also think you could see sequences of our play packages for Kenny Minchie.
Yeah, and that would be interesting, Pete. My question is, we had Tim Ide on the Patreon last week, and he was saying, I really think they're going to maybe have dual packages and have both of those guys play. How do you do that to where it doesn't turn into a cluster and it's like, who are we running with? Who's the main guy? Like, how do you put that all together to make everybody happy, keep them involved, not lose continuity? Or is it, if you're playing two quarterbacks, do you not even have one? Like, what's the right way to look at that? I don't know.
I'm not so sure either, but what I could see happening is maybe having having Minchie out there in short yardage and red zone situations.
Yeah, you could do that. And then here's something that I've gotten pushback on. Some people are saying there's been an underselling of the athlete CJ Carr is, and that it isn't fair to just say Carr's the passing guy and then Minchie's the running guy. And they're like, CJ Carr could move around a lot better than a lot of people give him credit for. I'm open to that. But like, I need to see that, not in a blue and gold environment, but like, I'm open to that, but I want to see it. But I hear people say that all the time. Don't put them in those camps like that, where one's just the runner, one's just the thrower. So I don't know.
Right. I'm open to that as well.
Yeah.
So,
and I don't know, man, if you could get a package where Carr's throwing it around a lot, and then you use Minchie's legs a little bit, he could throw it around too. So maybe you get in a scenario where they'll think, oh, Minchie's in, it's going to be a snap to him and he's going to run the ball. And then maybe he could throw it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, just thinking about this now too, it's only 8 more weeks till your tailgate too.
Oh man. Everything's coming quick, man. We got so many football things I got to worry about before I worry about putting on that tailgate. And then Pete, what about Miami? I am not sure what to make of Miami. And I got all these people. Half of them are like, don't worry about Miami. They have no defense. And then I got another half of the people that are like, this is going to be a really tough ball game. What do you believe the reality of Miami is?
I think it's going to be a tough ball game. I mean, because no doubt, I mean, that Mario Cristobal will bring up the past of Notre Dame against Miami. And you don't see people not get up to play Notre Dame. They'll be up and be ready for that game. It'll be a loud, hostile environment, but hopefully it'll be a good one, for a safe environment for me and Andrew, and we can walk out of there with an Irish victory.
Yeah, I sure hope so. And you know how it is, Pete. There's going to be a lot made in that off week. Whatever it is, whether we're flying sky high, thinking we're on the playoff hunt again, or it's going to be the world is ending and everything sucks and fire everybody and get rid of the quarterback and everything. I'm telling you, there's not going to be a lot of middle ground. If you win week 1, this team's got to avoid the noise heading into A&M. And if you lose, they also have to avoid the noise and get back on the winning track. It's going to be an interesting, critical week in Notre Dame land right in between those two games.
Well, I obviously don't like the University of Miami because of the past, but I mean, one thing I will also have to say, I'll ask for your thoughts on this. I think Miami has the most annoying mascot out there.
Yeah, what is it? The duck or whatever? Like, I don't. What does that have to do?
Pelican.
Shouldn't it just be a hurricane? Like, just a guy that's dressed in a circle outfit, like the swirly hurricane thing? It is a stupid looking duck.
Yeah, Sebastian the Ibis is what it's called. He's a pelican, but he's always looking for the camera, and hopefully he'll be sad looking in the camera after the game's over.
Yeah, it's man, I'm just somebody says Mario's job is resting on this game. That's the other thing, man. The guys, what is he? 12-12 in the ACC. Like, it looked like they were going to be a playoff bound team last year and it all unraveled. Like, I think there's a lot on the line for both sides here for different reasons. For Notre Dame, you got to show you're not a one and done and you have staying power in that playoff. And for Cristobal, he's got to get this thing on track. He's going into year 4, just like Marcus is, and he ain't got a dang thing to show for it, Pete.
Well, in preparing for this game, you got to do like you did against Texas A&M last year. I mean, you got to come into fall camp and say, fellas, this camp is going to be brutally rough. We're preparing. It's going to be very hot and humid in Miami. And also, they have a rain season out there. We need to be prepared for the rain, unlike Swamp Thing, who was never prepared for the rain.
Throw it. What's that? It's a hurricane? Throw it 50 times.
Well, and I'll add one more thing. Blame the center when he has 2 bad snaps in the middle of a torrential hurricane rainfall.
Yeah. It's and I didn't even think about that. You are getting into hurricane season down there. You never know what's going to blow into town. And here's the thing, Pete, you bring that up. Here's what makes me feel better about it. Notre Dame prepared magnificently to go to A&M last year. They were totally ready for the moment. The heat didn't bother them. They were more physical. Our endurance, we ended up wearing them out as the game went along. Like, we had the right mental intensity with Freeman coming out there and the team was ready to go. Whatever they did, do it again, because it seemed to work as far as preparation.
Let's hope so, because, well, we always want them to win anyway, but with me and Andrew being there, we definitely want them to win even more now.
Yeah, it's, man, I'm telling you, Pete, these away games are not for me. They're just not for me, man. I'm already worked up enough. The last thing I want to do is be in Miami and see all those people. I just don't want to do it. I'm already going to be worked up enough. I don't need that extra anxiety, Pete.
Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine how you would react if you had to meet that Pelican mascot face to face.
Telling you what, I would rather spend an afternoon with Purdue's oversized drum than that stupid Daffy Duck reject.
Wow, that's saying something.
I'm telling you, I'll bang the drum all day before I hang out with that weird duck. I don't know what it's the whole thing bothers me, and they're chasing glory from the 80s, and I'm sick of it. Or the 90s or 2000, whenever the last time they had it all going down there. And I want to shut it down, and I want to get a win, and I don't care what it looks like, Pete. I don't need special fancy points week one with the new quarterback. Do enough to win the game and get back to South Bend with the win anyway, anyhow.
I very much agree with you on that one.
So I don't know, Pete, and I know you're going to be a big Clemson fan week one. Should we address that? I know you're going to be rooting for old Dabo on that one.
The night before, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
And Pete, there's just a lot on the line here for Notre Dame starting this year, and it's so Notre Dame-y, Pete. Right when you end up with this wildly entertaining and interesting schedule to start, you end up with a brand new quarterback and all these moving pieces. Like, Notre Dame always kind of finds a way to be in the spotlight one way or another. It's very interesting to me.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. And now, thinking on the positive end, assuming we win, what will be the narrative from all the national media on us if we win that game?
Probably that Miami sucks. You know, think about it, Pete. They always build up whoever we play, and then once we beat them, they're like, well, they weren't any good. What were you guys thinking about? That's how it always goes. I was told Indiana was going to beat Notre Dame and all this stuff. Then you beat them, and it's like, yeah, Indiana didn't really belong in the playoff. It's like, so you can't win if you're Notre Dame. That's how it'll go. And I don't care, Pete. As long as I get the win, I don't care. People could say whatever they want to say. Go for it.
Absolutely. And I like how you said on your show that Kelly has, when they're hitting the hitting the bag or whatever in practice, they have a Clemson Tiger on there that they're hitting.
Yeah. It's real cute. It's real cute. Everybody hit the paw and give it your best meow.
How stupid is that?
Hey, I don't know, man. Whatever. He's the motivational master. Don't question it. So let's see if he's going to go 0 for 4 in week one games at LSU or not. So let's just see. Oh, Kent saying, who said Indiana would beat Notre Dame? My Twitter account was jam-packed with these people that came out of the basketball woodwork to run their mouth about football. Are you kidding me? I was dealing with trolls for 2 weeks.
Well, thinking about this from last year, John, was that Kelly press conference after the loss to USC your favorite one that you've ever seen of his?
It was a classic. Him banging on the table. It was just my blood pressure went down. Whenever his blood pressure goes up, mine goes down, Pete. It's a beautiful thing, man. Hey, Pete, here's what I want you to do, buddy. I want you to relax through the rest of the summer. Rest up. I know you go to every home game. You're traveling to Miami and another game later in the year on the road. You got to get your rest in. Pittsburgh, you got to get your rest and be all ready for this season, Pete. Thanks for calling, buddy.
Yeah, right.
Oh, man, you're getting good at that. Man, you're getting good at that. It's scaring me, Pistol. $20 holler from Pilney. Miami will try intimidation down there and go crazy. ND needs to have short memories, and Freeman is focused on the future rather than the past. The HC's Cristobal, who was a former player at the U. Yeah, but the past, none of these guys were here for that nightmare in 17. None of these guys were here for that nightmare. So that shouldn't even be in anyone's head at all. Yeah, that whole thing should be gone. Like, that's the kind of thing I have a nightmare about every once or twice a year. No one else should have. That's not even going to be in their minds at all. And Kent was giving me crap about chasing the old days. What's Notre Dame been trying to do since the 80s? Kent, I'm thinking more culturally than practically. I'm thinking about they're trying to relive like the thug life thing and all that stuff they're doing, but it doesn't really work anymore. So I'm not just talking about like winning football games. I'm talking about like the vibe they're trying to rekindle that I just don't know if it's realistic or not anymore. So I don't know. Gordon, good to see you. We got some new names in here, people. Thank you very much. We got new names on Patreon too. I appreciate you guys. Gordon, sorry, but no way Miami's more intimidating than Kyle Field. That was the loudest stadium I've ever been at. What I remember about it is I remember them showing the press box vibrating. There was so much noise that press box was shaking. It was literally moving, and it didn't affect Notre Dame at all. It didn't affect Notre Dame at all. Whatever they did to prepare the guys for that moment, they were fully ready, and it was a beautiful, beautiful thing. Absolute beautiful thing. Are you guys ready for a surprise here tonight a little bit? I teased something. Maybe I said maybe we'll do a little something. Give me a second here. Hold on. There we go. Let's do a little surprise. We got a surprise guest popping in for tonight.
Hi, John.
What's going on, Mike? I like that backdrop. You're glowing. It looks great with the old ND hat.
Dude, always Irish after dark, right?
It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, Mike. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Did you get the yard in shape? I know you're out there all day.
Oh, it's hot as balls out there. I was sweating like a you-know-what in church, man. So, and I was actually going to film on the deck, but it's too hot. Too hot.
Yeah, fair enough. Hey, callers, by the way, hold on. If you're going to hold or call back in a little bit, we're going to talk to Mike. We'll get back to the call. So if you want to wait and listen, God bless you. It's a beautiful thing. So we will get back to it.
Hey, real quick, though, to your callers, I'm just hanging out.
Yeah.
I'm just hanging out having a beverage.
I appreciate it. That's what the Saturday night's for, baby. I appreciate it. Yeah, you're looking like a lean machine there, Mike. It's all that yard labor. You're packing on the muscle and doing the yard work.
I got a guys trip coming, and I bet a buddy of mine, a Notre Dame friend, not a football player, we're having a weight loss competition leading up to this thing. So I'm locked in for a month.
Oh, that's nice, man. I like that. I like it. Mike, thanks for taking the time off out to join us. I figured maybe you were busy writing the Monday Night Raw episode, the Goolsby Award show going on patreon.com/alwaysirish. Like, I love it, man. We're having an award show, the Goolsbys, like the Dundies, Michael Scott. We're doing the Goolsbys, and we're handing out awards Monday night, people.
I'm hoping it ends up being more like the ESPYs, but yeah, the point stands. So part of the reason I wanted to jump on, Mark with Glasses gave me some great, category ideas. One of the fun parts about Patreon is it's kind of like a collective. So, threw it out to that group, like, what are some of your submissions? So anybody in the chat, an award. So like, for an example, Johnny, this is a lot of these credit goes to Mark with Glasses, the Rodney Dangerfield Award, right? Our least respected player. The CIA Award, a top secret weapon we have.
Oh, that's good.
I'm calling it the Leather Helmet Award. Who's our most throwbacky type player? I think that one's a lock, but I don't want to give anything away.
Me too. I think I know where you're going with that one, but I'm going to save it too. It went right into my mind. Yep.
The Jell-O Pudding Award.
Yep.
Right? The proof is in the pudding. So who's got something to prove? The Einstein Award, who's our smartest player. You'll like this, John. Calling it the Kennedy clone. Which players need to add some weight
Oh, that's creative too. You guys are good.
So, and so on and so forth. So if anybody's gotten any fun kind of categories, leave them in the chat, leave them in the comments.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm excited about it. First annual Goolsby's, man. Preseason awards focused solely on our program.
I absolutely love it. Shane Douglas says the leather helmet award, Mark Edwards comes to mind. If you're going back over the years, that one makes sense. Yeah, lower your head and run over everybody.
Yeah, I mean, this will be the current team. So yeah, John, I'm just gonna hang out and have a beverage and then I'll get out of here. But do your thing. If there's anything I can chime in or help with.
You can help me with one thing here. We're about a week out, Mike, and we've been buying time. We had all this time. Now we don't have a lot of time. We're about a week out. As a former player, what are you thinking about as camp starting? What are the top couple things? Is it all quarterback centric, or like what is on your mind as top priorities as this thing gets going in a week?
I'm just a big personnel guy, John. So I'm looking forward to the latest iteration of Coach Rudolph's O-line shuffle. He's going to pull a rabbit out of a hat. So that's really interesting. The quarterback competition is endlessly fascinating. I was listening earlier to talking about a package for Kenny. I'm not a big package guy. I don't think that Kenny is like the runner that a Riley was, or even the runner that a Buckner was, where it's like it makes sense to put him in an RPO or a red zone package. He's too good of a thrower, and I think his running comes from like more spontaneous play. He gets confused with a coverage, protection breaks down, he could just take off, right? Versus like a design thing to me. I'm interested in safety play. And then overall, John, I just love, give me the narratives. Give me the camp narratives. And then, behind that paywall, we can pick that son of a bee apart, right?
Yeah, it is. And it's, you always say when you're over there on Patreon too, you can go 8 layers deep. On YouTube, you got to keep things moving or whatever. That's the place where we dig deep. And the group over there wants to do that, and that we drill down to everything, and it's really interesting. Mike, this quarterback thing, I just think we're in rare territory. We're a week away from camp. I don't think there's agreement in Notre Dame land on what the deal is with the quarterback, and I feel like that's pretty rare. There are a lot of people convinced Carr has this thing locked up. There are a lot of people that think that's not true. It's an open competition. I don't know what to make of it, but I just think it's interesting to me. We're a week out. There is not a consensus in Notre Dame land of how this is going to go. There is not.
It feels like it's maybe 70-30 Carr versus Kenny. John, do you think that like the Angeli camp, Angeli's army, do you think that if you were in Angeli's army, right, when it was like a 3-way competition, except it was actually a 2-way competition, right, until Kenny came out of the blue. But did those did the Angeli camp jump into the Kenny camp, or did they jump into the Carr camp? How do you figure?
That's a really, really good question. I don't know, because if you were an Angeli guy and then he leaves, do you have an axe to grind with one guy or the other? So you go to the other camp because they did your veteran wrong? Or do you just scoot into the camp that looks most likely to get the job, which I think we agree is Carr? I would put my money on Carr, but I'm not sold that it's totally over. I don't know.
Not to be contrarian just for the sake of, John, but going back to a narrative thing in terms of day one, CJ's out there tying his shoes, first day of practice, and the headline is his command of the offense, which is
Yep.
It's intellectually dishonest. It's ridiculous. The kid just got here. But yes, Carr's grew up with the sport. His dad's a coach. Obviously, his granddad's a coach. What isn't he good at? Where is the room for improvement with Carr? Right? Because he's got the best arm, the strongest arm, the quickest processing. We're talking about quarterback play. Where is the room for improvement versus a Kenny who's got a great arm, maybe a stronger arm, maybe not as good overall.
Do we know?
Better. Go ahead.
Do we know? How could we know what he still has to improve on? I haven't seen the guy play in a real game yet.
Well, that's a question for me.
How the hell do we know? How could anybody know? How could a fan or media member know that?
That he doesn't have anything to improve or what he does need to improve. Both are question marks as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. And what you need to hope is that the staff's way ahead of this project than we are. I got to hope Gino Gaduli and Denbrock are sitting there with a lot more confidence of where they're starting at than we know. Like, I'm banking on that when I lay my head on the pillow at night. It's like I have all this anxiety. I got to believe that Denbrock and Gino are way ahead on this project than we are. I hope.
I think that's safe.
Mean, come on.
Yeah, I think that's safe to assume. But my thing is, Kenny's been getting third team reps for 2 years concurrent. So if we're talking about improved play, because that was, I heard that once, like CJ has the highest ceiling, but like he's already the best at everything. So can both things be true?
Yeah.
So I look at Kenny getting first, second team reps. There's room for improvement there. So then can he get himself caught up? And it does feel like a real competition. It does.
Yeah. And the other thing is the timing of it. Mike, practically, when does Notre Dame need to make that decision? You literally have like a full month of like 4 weeks of practice before Miami. At what point do you need to figure out starting quarterback and your initial starting O-line to be able to get the game plan going with all those people in their spots for Miami? Week and a half? Like, how long can you go on dividing reps and nobody knows what it's going to be? How long could you do that before you got to get all the ones out there doing one things?
If you want my interpretation, and Freeman was asked this recently on his press junket, and he said something to the effect of, like, when I'll announce a starter, we'll announce a starter when the starter announces himself, basically. Yeah. So somebody's got to go take it. And that means like competing to be the first one in drills, the first one in the building, the last one to leave. Everything's going to be analyzed here. And it's going to be an accumulation of a bunch of little things to me. But it really feels like the ownership, the alphaness, having some like hair on your chest, like that feels like to me is what the coaching staff is looking for. That's my interpretation of Marcus's comments.
Yeah. And then, Mike, before you joined, somebody put an interesting comment in the chat about if you're Miami defensively. Mark, you're calling my cell phone, not the call-in number, buddy. You're better than that, Mark.
He was talking about getting hammered. He was talking about getting hammered. Maybe he is.
I love it, Mark. I'm giving you crap about that. That's a rookie mistake, Mark. You're better than that. Mike, somebody put in the chat, if I'm Miami's DC, I am running downhill and I'm doing everything I can to stop the run game in Jeremiah Love. And I am daring Notre Dame's new young quarterback to throw the ball to beat us. And if they do, God bless them. You tip your cap. Notre Dame's off to the races. Do you believe that's kind of what we're going to see? Or do you think that they'll have like a respect for an unknown in a way and play more neutrally? How do you see that?
Well, this is the fun kind of nuancy thing, John. And this is the fan versus like the player perspective, in that it's a 4-quarter game. So early on, sure, heat them up, right? Take advantage of the chaos, take advantage of the noise for sure. And Tim Hyde and I talked about this, and it's almost a broken record, John, for the wide receivers. When we think about making plays downfield, chunk passing plays, yada, yada, it's a 50-50 deal, John. The quarterback is one thing, and then the receiver is the other. I do believe both of these young kids are going to give our wide receivers attempts to go up and like snatch a ball, right? So they're challenging, and when you're talking about bringing pressure, that's challenging the quarterback. And then in terms of like it's one-on-one coverage, you're calling out our wide receivers. They've got to be able to deliver as well.
Am I back? Can you guys see me? Am I back now? Somebody put in the chat if I'm back or not. Mike, jump back in if you can. Everything, we must have had a storm and all the electricity went out. Everything's flashing in my whole house.
What the hell was that, John?
Dude, I think I'm being haunted. Everything in my house started going on and off. All the electricity flickered. Everything in this room was flashing, and then everything went dark for a few seconds, lost internet, and now we're back.
Well, I pussed out on my end. I should have hung around.
I don't know what, dude. I've never had that happen before. Everything in the house started flickering and buzzing, and then I lost all power, and then it all came back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome in.
Do you have calls in the hopper?
I got a few, yeah.
Like I said, I don't want to barge in.
I kind of wanted us to finish what we were talking about, though, but I got all interrupted. I'm sorry, you guys. That sucks.
No, we were talking about quarterback play. My big thing is just Kenny's gonna get better, getting more reps, more attention, more coaching, etc.
Yeah,
and I think both kids are built for the environment. You know, CJ having been around just big time football, and Kenny is cool as a cucumber rather. I don't see him getting shook in that environment. I really don't.
Yeah, man, it's going to be so interesting. And then Mike, from the fan media perspective of this, I keep talking about this. The week in between Miami and A&M is going to be an amazing, or the 2 weeks rather, there's going to be a full 2 weeks between those games. It's going to be a mega media crap storm, good or bad. And the team's got to just block it all out, because it's going to be all positivity or the world's ending, nothing in the middle. I'm telling you, that's how it's going to go.
And it's crazy because it feels like Texas A&M is steeper hill to climb to me than Miami, personally.
Yeah.
Like it feels like once, that's the game.
And it's such a cop-out, Mike, for me to say. If you win week 1, I feel a lot better that you're going to beat A&M. And if you lose week 1, I'm going to feel a lot worse that you're going to beat A&M. So, like, it really is, you win that first game, damn it. You got to win that first game. I'm sorry. You just do.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing, too, and this is just a question for the group. I was thinking about this last night, man. Quarterback play. They're both young kids. And dude, John, because we're doing the all 22, right? And last year was easy as far as the defensive side of the ball, because it was just man. I mean, it was man.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of brushing up on my zone coverages and all this. I'm just watching some stuff on the internet, like a Brian Flores, defensive coordinator in the league. And, like a Jared Goff, first pick overall, right? Great quarterback, Super Bowl quarterback. He's playing a Brian Flores scheme, and he's shook. He can't make heads or tails of it. So when that happens, not if that happens, folks, when that happens, what kind of quarterback do you want in the game?
Yeah.
That's why I'm always going to hedge towards an athlete that could just make a little bit of magic happen. We saw it last year with a guy that took us to the Natty that wasn't a comfortable thrower.
Yep. You're right about that. Now our resident Ohio State guy, he wants us to focus on some of the question marks. How about Notre Dame's defensive line, defensive front, and the wide receiver group? He's saying, you guys want to talk about the fun stuff, talk about some question marks. I think you and Tim Hyde last Monday on Patreon, I thought you guys felt pretty good about the defensive front. No?
This goes back to narratives and your national guys. Who is this guy from ESPN? Top 30 coaches. Marcus Freeman doesn't make an appearance. Give me a freaking break, right? So on paper, Captain Obvious, you lose Howard Cross, who played all last year on one leg, warrior, right? Not the way he would have drawn it up. And you lost Bradley Mills, who got hurt during the playoffs and was a good pass rusher, played well against bad teams, but as we saw on film all season, got lost in the run game. I think both of those players were slightly overrated. It's too strong of a word. But like the group that you have inside, I love the transfer from USC. He might make an appearance on the Goolsby's tonight or tomorrow on the Monday, the preseason show. Like him, you got enough dudes that are pass rush guys between a Heinisch and Hughes and an Anye and a Dawson from NC State. You've got some big sons of bucks like Rubio in there. You got Cebulano in there. There's enough variability in terms of the body types where it doesn't worry me at all, man. I'm higher on the defensive line than I am the offensive line.
And I think that's, you're going to be in the minority on that, right? Because you read the articles and it's like Notre Dame's going to have a top offensive line, best one in the country, whatever. Like, I think you're going to be on the minority of that pick, but hey, I like your confidence there. And it's just,
I'd rather have
Mills did a lot. Crossan Mills did a lot of reliable production throughout the year. Like, you just got used to what them guys were going to do.
You know what, John? What it comes down to, we have more 300-pounders on our defensive line than we do our offensive line.
Yeah, and I know that bothers you too. I know that bothers you too with the tackles that aren't 3-on-3 spins.
Hey, it is football, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and then wide receivers, I'm still wait and see. I'm wait and see. I'm hopeful. I think there's a better group of them. I think the potential of the transfers is better this year. I think Greathouse had a really good, productive postseason last year. Maybe he could take another step. Combining that with the quarterback more comfortable throwing the ball, I'm optimistic that passing game is going to take steps forward, but I got to see it to believe it, man. We've been burned how many years in a row? See it to believe it.
Yeah, and you're going to mix in some legitimate play action this year. It all comes down to me to offensive line play. If Malachi Fields, who I'm super excited to see again, I keep calling him a beautiful athlete, no homo, but he is like, he's a stud. I just wish that he didn't play in the ACC or he didn't come from the ACC. You look up the kid's, his statistics, and he's balling out against the Richmond Spiders. Like, I wish that he played at Purdue in the Big Ten or something like that. And like the level of competition was ratcheted up. So even with him, when you hear it batted around, he might be a first round pick. There's still question marks with a guy like that even, right?
Yeah. I don't know, man. And this is all the first piece of data we're going to get on all this is Notre Dame, Miami in prime time to start the year. It's a beautiful thing, man. The excitement's going to be off the chains for this.
Yeah, no, it's crazy how quickly, how long the off season is. And it's like, oh shit, it's right around the corner. That's how I feel.
I was just thinking about that today, Mike. It doesn't feel like that season ended that long ago. And then you just take 1 week at a time and you think you have all this time. And then you look at it and it's here again. And we're going to go from 0 to 100. It's nothing but your mind. And then once camp starts, it's going to be off to the races, nonstop, running right into the season. It's a beautiful time of the year, Mike. Everybody's optimistic about everything across the country. Everybody believes their squad has a chance. Like, now's the time for it.
In this Miami game, it's Sunday night, right, John?
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Yep. So you have all those other games Saturday. I do think there's earlier day games Sunday, but then we have the night window. When I say everyone in America is going to be watching, I mean everybody in America is going to be watching. You're it. You're the show.
Amazing. Yeah, a lot of pressure.
Man, I can't wait just to see. I just want to see what this looks like, Mike. I just want to see how put together it all is.
What's Marcus doing in the tunnel this game? Is he doing something? Is he popping off like he did against Texas A&M? Can you forecast anything like that?
Oh, I've thought of this. You should know enough to know I've thought of this. You should know. The way I am with this stuff, you should know that I've thought this through, Mike. Here's the thing. Do you redo the A&M thing because it worked and it was a big hit and the team played good and everybody is expecting it? Or do you do something else? because everybody's looking for that one. Do you go in there like a Lou stoic, knowing my guy's got it under control, like a more of a stoic thing? Do you do that to flip it up on people that are expecting you to do what you did last year? I've asked myself that.
And are people even expecting it? Does the O-line, are we going to do it this season where the O-line is arm in arm kind of taking us out, or is it the D-line? It felt like in that moment, Mark is kind of and that's where you love that player leadership kind of DNA in him.
Yeah.
He's just looking at things through a different lens than James Franklin, right?
Yeah, dude.
He felt like in that moment, though, he needed to do something, right? Yeah. He needed to do something. So there's a lot that builds into it, but yeah, the anticipation is very real.
Have you been paying any attention to all these media days and guys like Cignetti and Franklin and everything they're saying and all the politicking and all the angles? I'm getting sick of it, man. I'm ready for football. I don't need your bullet point narratives that your PR lady wrote down for you and said, here is our organizational standpoint. Make sure you say these 5 things. People need to know these guys aren't coming up with all this stuff. They go over, here's what we want you to say for our narrative and our conference and our purpose. Here's what we want you to avoid. Here's how to sidestep something awkward. Like this is all formulaic for a lot of these guys. And I'm sick of Cignetti and I'm sick of Franklin. Penn State's the number 1 team. Have all this crap returning. Go beat the best teams you play, then improve it. And then I'll tip my cap to them.
The thing is, I think Cignetti could be like a legit sociopath, right? He's a successful guy. Like, I mean, I'm not even just saying that. Like, I'm saying for real. But the weird thing is like you can weave your way around some of these questions, right? As a professional coach, it's making 8, 10, 9, $10 million a year. Like, you don't have to answer the question. Coach speak is a real thing. But they get up there and they're like bitch moaning and like speaking about a specific program. You're at the Big Ten press conference, talk about your team, just get in and get out. They're doing too much, John. It's ridiculous. Yeah. I had a Penn State fan reply on one of my tweets, like, why is it? He's like, I'm not trying to be incendiary, but why do people like not like Franklin? And I'm like, boom, boom, boom. And he's like, yeah, I see what you mean. Just shut the hell, like, just talk about your team and get out of there. That's what it's for. It's not a platform to just complain.
Yeah, it's just in it. And I still contend the big appeal to media days is not what they're saying. It's just that it's a signal football's back. People get that mixed up, man. Who cares what these guys are all saying? It's just everybody's excited football's back. So I'm kind of sick of it. And everybody needs to go prove it. I hope Indiana falls back to being nothing. And then Franklin with they're going to be pretty good again. Can you beat the best teams you play? Let's see.
But what Cignetti's doing, the schedule is what it is. And they'll probably make the playoff again. And then he sits there and goes 3 years from now, he's like, I want to redo my deal because we're Indiana. So it's in the transfer portal era. What he's doing is it's not like rocket science, but it's also brilliant. He's taken them from like 0 to hero, built a little bit of momentum. He doesn't have to win shit in the playoffs. He just got to get there. He's Indiana.
Yeah.
They're going to have a statue of the guy.
I get it. And then the other one is, I don't want to turn this into this, Mike. LSU's been getting a lot of hype this offseason. Like SEC media, they're getting a lot of hype. And they have a decently tough early schedule. Clemson to start, Florida week 3, but I believe it's at LSU for Florida. And they're going to want bigger results out of Kelly this year too. I think year 4, if he doesn't make the playoff, there's going to start maybe being a little real pressure, not fan pressure, real pressure. I think Kelly's feeling that. So you better beat Dabo.
I'm of the mindset with the Brian Kelly, and you hear all the recruiting stories. I know personally some of these recruiting stories. We've talked about some of this stuff with kids I've worked with, and Notre Dame dragged their feet and blah, 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 right? It's a very real thing. I don't think he cares.
Man.
Somebody look up his net worth. I don't think he cares.
Yeah. Man, what a life. It's a good gig if you could get it.
Yeah, fire me. What do I care, dude? I got whatever it is, an $80 million buyout. Like, what does he care?
But doesn't isn't ego the answer? Isn't ego the answer that he thinks a lot of himself and wants to prove it? Like,
no, because John, how do I frame that? There's ego with Brian Kelly, but a lack of personal accountability. So when they lose to Clemson, he's going to throw players or whatever it is under the bus because of the ego. It's never his fault. You understand this. You more than anybody understand this, brother.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's a big year for that guy. It's a big year for that guy. You better get in that playoff, baby. So I don't know.
It is a fun exercise. And there's such recency bias and we get so caught up in the moment. But like going into year 4 with Coach Freeman, I think it's healthy to take a step back and be like, man, how far have we come? Like, we love our head coach.
Yeah.
Right. And all the recruiting battles, like this Teddy Gerard thing, like we are living in an entirely different solar system than we were 3 short years ago. It's wild how quickly Freeman's done this.
Yeah. And you know what that makes me think about, Mike? What do you think the patience level will be from the Notre Dame community if it's a little rough early on? I've been asking myself that. Like, you have the credibility of last year, 2 rough years to get things going, a successful year 3, build some credibility. I'm wondering what kind of patience the Notre Dame fan base and media circle is going to have if it does get off to a rough start or the quarterback's rough or it takes a while to come together. I wonder when that switch flips if people are like mad or like, I'm just wondering how much patience people are going to have. And I'm including myself in that, Mike. How am I going to react when you feel like overall you're trending in the right direction, but you have some moving parts that are questionable early this year? I don't know the answer, and I don't know how I'm going to handle it here.
This is my favorite. What you're talking about, John, is my favorite aspect to doing podcasts and creating content, to see who that target is put on. Is it going to be the quarterback? Is it going to be Geno? Is it going to be Denbrock? Is it going to be Marcus? I think that Marcus is out of harm's way. It's going to be Denbrock, quarterback. Like, what if Kenny wins the job? Are people, that 70-30 thing, are the 70% CJ Carr people, are they rooting for Kenny or do they want him to go out there and shit down his leg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Freeman's out of the woods.
To see where the arrows get fired is I can't get enough of it as a content guy.
I don't think Freeman's out of the woods. If you started out rough this year, I think you're going to have a certain group of people going, all right, you had 2 rough years. Now you're starting this year out rough. Like maybe last year was a lucky run or something. Like, I don't feel like Freeman's totally out of the loop there. Maybe I'm wrong, but when people get upset, man, the head coach is an easy guy to go at. A lot easier than a first-time starting quarterback with 2 games under his belt. You get what I mean? Like, he's an easier target than that young kid.
If Freeman were to become a target, and John, if you got callers, dude, roll them through. I feel bad. But like, if, the aggressiveness in which Freeman manages a game, going for it on 4th down, trick plays, whatever. Like, if any of that stuff were to backfire bad, I think he could take some arrows. But the way I see it, and I mean, I don't think any of us expected us to win a national championship last year. I'm curious to see how this year goes, but I think the next 2-3 years, like once we get beyond this year and you have a quarterback that's broken in, you start to really roll in some of these high-end recruits, the next 2 to 3 years, I expect to win one. So like my expectations aren't the same for this year as they will be next year, which is crazy.
Yeah. Irish for life. I disagree. I think Freeman has quite a lot of rope right now, especially with the recruiting. That's fine. I'm just saying, if you're all frustrated after the first or second game, I just think it's going to be easier to be mad at the coach than the brand new quarterback who's 20 years old. So maybe I'm wrong, and we'll just have to see. I don't know. Couple more chats here. Pilney, $20 hour. Miami will try the intimidation. Short memories. We did that one already. Nobody should be remembering 2017. None of these people are around. $20 holler again. The only pucker factor here was us with old-timer ND fans who have all the scar tissue. The players beat Georgia down in the Sugar Bowl. That moved the needle. ND was 0-3 against Georgia all time, broke the trend. And 415 West Coast Irish, $10 holler. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Anything else you want to go over before I hit a couple more calls, Mike?
No, I want to sit out on a call. This is fun. And I got like half my drink left, so I'm almost out of here.
There you go. Well, enjoy it. Sit back. Let's see what we have. And we're going to try and do 5 minutes if we can, so I could get as many people as possible. 415, thanks for the donation. What's going on, brother?
What's up, my man? How you doing, Johnny? How you doing, Mike?
What up?
What's going on, buddy? What's new in California?
Oh, just living the dream, just getting fired up for this season. More so every single week, every single show that you guys have kicking off, it just keeps getting everybody just more on edge and just ready for it. And now, especially with a Saturday Night Live like this, it's just the juices are flowing, my man. And I'm ready to rock.
Yeah, it's almost here, man. We got 1 week. So what's on your mind when camp opens? Are you so focused on that quarterback thing it's hard to think of anything else? I'm also interested in the defense, Adam. I'm also interested in the defense. Will we be able to notice some of these changes from the media we're allowed to see? Like, I have a lot of questions about this. That O-line, what's that going to look like when they're trying different lineups the first week of camp? I'm interested in all this stuff.
I have questions across the board, but my main question is going to be a little bit different than the others just because of the fact that we focus so much on the quarterback as well as what's going on with the offensive line with the injury here. Next man stands up and takes it in. And then, of course, on defense. But I'm really looking at the tight end. We, for years, have been tight end U. We have produced just absolute studs who have been our number one go-to receiver, even more so than the wide receivers. And now we're in a position where it's like Eli Reardon, unfortunately for that kid, he had that torn ACL in high school. Then he comes in freshman year, tears it again. And now he's finally got a year or two under his belt without any injuries. He's getting a bit back into full gear. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how he is put into the mix, to see if he steps up, takes that leadership role. He's got the stout body and the size and that kind of, I would say, that persona to step up and do it. But now he's got to do it on the field. And then where does he fit in with this offense? And how is CJ Carr or Kenny Minchie or whoever it's going to be going to introduce him into the lineup on the field and get him the ball? Because I think with the wide receivers that are coming in, with the transfer portal, as well as what we're trying to develop, and then obviously with the stout running back room, if you can put into play that tight end position and have that be a key figure, and now you could spread the ball even further. I think whoever's coming in there, either Kenny or CJ, is going to be just sitting there going, beautiful. Now I got a 6'8", tight end. I also got the wide receivers who are going to be doing their job, and I got the running backs, no problem. So that's where I'm kind of focusing in on it a little bit more so is how does that tight end position fit in?
I like that very much. And wouldn't it be nice if there could be a relationship formed between the young quarterback and that tight end to where it's like your safety valve, your release valve, that you can rely on that guy, third down target, like red zone guy. And Reardon's looking ripped. Did you see that picture of him in New York? The dude looks ripped and ready to go. It would be a beautiful, beautiful thing.
I totally agree. I think it's something to really look at because you want to utilize the height. The wide receiver that was transferred in from Virginia, he's got the height as well. And I think this is one of those things where it's kind of those jump ball opportunities, especially in the red zone, where you can just sit there and say, okay, if I get into a little bit of a pinch, let me try to find that guy. Let me, he's my out. Let me get to him. And now you have two of them that are over 6'5". I have not been this jacked up about a season ever. At 47 years old, looking at all the different years of, through all the craziness over the last 30 years that I've been watching, it just feels like this is the time, man. This is it. And for all the people out there that are thinking that Marcus Freeman is like, oh, this is a one and done or whatever, I could feel it. It's palpable. You could go to that college right now. You could go into that town And you could feel his leadership absolutely pouring through to everybody else. And that kind of excitement, the fact that the kids want to, just follow him at any length. They're talking about how not just like a dad figure, but they're talking about like, I would go to battle with this guy for anything. And I just think it's fantastic. I think it's something that we have not had ever, probably since Lou Holtz, and it's about time, because this fan base, this, kind of a school, this entire entity deserves this. We deserve this, and we need this. And so I really honestly feel like we're going to be bolstering in. I personally feel, as far as Miami and Texas A&M, Miami is a tougher environment game. Texas A&M is a tougher kind of like team game, meaning Texas A&M, I think, would beat up Miami, and it wouldn't even be a contest. That's why I think that we have to beat up on Miami and then go and take care of business against Texas A&M. But it's the environment that makes me a little bit more like, all right, well, what are we getting into? But then I think about Texas A&M. What happened last year? We went into that environment, 110,000 strong, and we took care of business in the heat. So I just don't have too many worries about it. I really honestly feel like this is going to be kind of like that game that we go in and we should win by double digits and going away.
It sounds like you're a believer that it really is different this time. After all the false alarms in our like adulthood years, it really does feel like you believe it is different this time. Different leadership, a different cut of player on the team. I can hear it in you that you believe it's different this time, and that we're moving up and we're not going to regress even with the moving parts. You're bought in, baby.
100% bought in. 100% bought in. And I completely agree with you, Mike, as far as you get past this year. Like, who knows what happens this year? Like, sky's the limit. Let's get after it. But you go into year 2 with whoever they choose as the QB. You go into that third year, and then you start thinking about all the different recruits that we're bringing in, and you start getting that top 5, top 10 classes just bolstering in every single time. Man, we are going to be a force to be reckoned with, guaranteed. I'm telling you, it's going to be. This is the incipient stages was the last year, and now we're getting into it, and it's just going to be sky's the limit. We're going to keep going up.
Man, I like that, Adam. Thank you. That was very energetic. Mike, you got something on this?
I just wanted to build off of Adam, a couple of Adam's talking points. So it's Adam, right, John?
Yep.
Okay, so I know Eli somewhat intimately. I don't know if a lot of folks know this, but his father played at Notre Dame. He was a backup offensive lineman, another big man, Scott Raridan. Scott Raridan lived next door to me, or down, like one door down from me in St. Edward's Hall. He had Eli with his high school girlfriend, now wife, while we were all in college. I met Eli as a young man for the first time his junior year in high school at some, camp thing here in Omaha, because I think they're from Des Moines. I'm 6'4", 260 pounds. Eli made me feel insignificant. It was like Rocky and Ivan Drago. That's exactly what it felt like. Holy smokes. And he's only gotten bigger. But he runs like a 1-4, 10-yard split, like very explosive. Adam's asking about like, how's he going to be utilized? Fingers crossed, vertical stuff, crossing stuff. He's not the body type that a Mitch Evans or a Michael Mayer was in terms of like a stop route, like a button hook. Like, I want long streaking routes with him. The big question is, who's going to block? So we're asking Eli to be this massive threat in a pass game and be our best, like, on the ball blocker. So Kevin Bauman, please stand up. I don't know if Jack Larson is that guy, the Oklahoma State transfer. We need somewhat of like an H-back blocking guy, an off tight end to alleviate some of the, like, just pressure from Eli. But the plate's definitely at the table. Eli got married this offseason. Like, it's all there. Go take it.
Yep. I like it, man. It's his time. It's his time. Adam, I love it. Thanks for calling, man. I really appreciate it. Have a good rest of the weekend, and then I'm sure we'll talk early next week.
You got it. Hey, fellas, you have a great night, and I'll be listening to the show.
Have a good one. Thanks a lot. All the way from California. Couple more chats. John Fitzgerald, JFK. $10 holler, 203. Let's talk the playoffs. I don't think you've ever called before. You'd be a first timer. You have no call history. Let me get through a couple more of these chats and we'll see what's up. $10 holler from Sean. You gentlemen are awesome. Go Irish. Well, thanks a lot, Sean. Thanks for being here on a Saturday night. Domer Wop, $5 holler from the Whopper. Again, this past Monday night on Patreon where Tim joined the two of you is fantastic. Great conversation and incredible chemistry. I had a good time. It was a good vibe between the three of us, Mike. People liked it.
All I can say is get in Tim's DMs.
Yeah, that was good, man. It was beautiful. 203, what's going on? Welcome to the show, man. First time call?
Hey, John, am I on?
Yep, you're on.
Hey, yeah, long time super chatter, first time caller. How you doing?
Really well. Thanks a lot for dialing me up, man. I love getting new people in the mix. That's what keeps this thing on balance here. What's on your mind, my friend? You said you wanted to talk some playoff. What's your thought?
Yeah, so this is more of a college football talk rather than a Notre Dame talk, but I was thinking about, last year was the first year of the playoff, and I feel like one thing that we love about college football is how weird and wacky it can be. And I'm thinking how the committee's missing out on an opportunity to have some fun here. So here's what I was thinking. Here's what college football is missing. We pick our 12 teams. We fly all the head coaches out to some studio. Could be the College Football Hall of Fame. Who knows? But let's have some fun. We put the bracket up, make a TV special. Okay, number 1 seed. Put your name anywhere on the bracket. You want a home game or pick your bowl game? Coach shows up, puts your name on the bracket. Number 2 seed. Put your name anywhere on the bracket. Pick a home game, pick a bowl game, or go after the number 1 seed. And just go through all the head coaches. How much drama could that cause with people picking home games, people picking bowl games, going after rivals? The storylines that could happen would be so much fun.
That's really an interesting concept. If you televise it, the TV numbers would be off the charts, all the drama. I totally get what you're saying. How are you going to play this? What is your logic? How you're going to play this? What puts you in the best position? Is it a home game? Is it a certain matchup you want? I get it all. Here's my question, though. Would the CFP committee relinquish the power that they have to set it up the way they do now to open that up? That would be my question. They like the power, it feels like.
Exactly. It's just, could you make more money creating the drama rather than giving the team or giving the committee control? Because look at it last year. All the teams that got the bye lost.
Yep, that's
so
true.
That bye week, the bye week doesn't mean as much as it does in like a pro league in the NFL, especially, how college players run so hot and so cold and consistency matters so much. Like, you can have a ton of fun with this. Like, imagine if, Ohio State went after Michigan, or Auburn went after Alabama instead of taking a bye week in a bowl game.
Yeah, I really do get what you're saying. How everybody would have maybe a different theory of what they were going for and how they wanted to angle to position themselves. I totally get it. And then since you're into thinking about all this playoff, we're going to 16, are we not? After this year, they're going to go to 16. And then what do you think the format's going to be when they flip to 16?
It could, I don't know. I haven't even thought of that. Do they keep the buys? Did they keep the bowls, or did they make the first round all just home games?
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to go, but I do totally get what you're saying. I just think the committee wouldn't want to relinquish any little bit of power they have left, and they like to be able to set up those matchups. Mike, what do you think?
Well, the way the caller was setting this thing up, I thought we were going to have a battle royale. Flying all the coaches.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah, we were going to fight for the seed.
First one over the top rope.
Number 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I
need a refill. I'm going to get out of here, John. But to the caller's point, you go to a 16-team playoff, there's so much change in college football that's happened so quickly. All of this is coming at us a million miles an hour.
Yeah.
So it's like, who knows? You kind of have to take this thing one at a time, or one season at a time.
You just got to have a seat at the table, and whatever happens. As long as you're in it, then you just want to have a seat at the table. So I don't know, man. It's interesting. Mike, thanks a lot for joining. I'm sorry everything crapped out here in the studio here. Everything in the whole house, I heard a buzz, and then every single thing I had electronic flashed. I don't know what the hell happened. Maybe it was Ozzy Osbourne giving me a shock from up above or something this week.
Well,
who knows?
What can go wrong will. I'm going to leave you with this, and I want to take it a little bit further Monday night. We spoke earlier today on the phone. Do fan bases, their personality, their makeup, do they start to mirror their head coach?
That's good.
Is that a thing? It kind of feels like it's a thing. When we're talking Signetti, Franklin, but I'm going to get out of here. I'll leave you with it.
And I'm gonna marinate on this, and I'm gonna come up with some theory on Monday that's probably gonna annoy you when it's nuanced. So just get ready for that.
Go figure.
Mike, thanks for joining me, man. I really do appreciate it. We'll see all you guys. We'll be back Monday Night Raw, 7:00 Central, patreon.com/alwaysirish. We'll get after it. Thanks, Mike. Enjoy that next beer, buddy.
See you, Johnny.
Have a good one. Oh, it's good to have the captain with us. Anything else? 203. Great first time call. Add me to the rotation. Save the number.
Nothing left. I mean, I'm just looking forward to an awesome season. Haven't really been following much, but I mean, like you talked about earlier in the year, making sure that both CJ and Kenny both get involved in the game, and of course, I like the weird and wacky. So when we get to the goal line, I'd love to see Kenny Mitchie with Young, Price, and Love and Wishbone. Let's have 4 fakes and an option and throw it in the end zone just for fun.
Oh, I like that. That's a lot of worrying for a defense. Who's it going to? What's that guy doing? What's this guy doing? What's that guy doing? I like it. I like your brain. It's kind of outside the box. Save the number. Give me a call again. Good first call, buddy.
For sure. Take care.
Thanks a lot. How much time you got, buddy? All right, we'll try and do the 5-minute here. We're doing pretty good with it. Thank you guys for the patience. I feel so bad the internet went out. I heard a low humming buzz. Every light and everything in this room started flashing, and then everything went blank for like a minute, and then it all came back. Did I have a power surge? What's the deal? What is the deal? 419 on the line. What's going on?
Hey, John, how you doing?
I'm doing very well. Hey, thank you for waiting, man. I appreciate it. What's on your mind?
Oh, no problem. It's been a while. Thought I'd call in tonight, but
February 17th, brother. Man. February 17th. A lot's gone on since then. What's new?
Oh, yeah, it's been a while because I got a new job on first shift, so I can't call in the mornings anymore. But anyway, I'm ready for this season to start, man. What do you think? Let's talk a little bit about quarterbacks. Do you think CJ has it wrapped up pretty much? Like, you've been asking what everyone else thinks. I want to know what you think.
Over the course of the summer, through some people that I've heard from, leads me to believe that barring anything weird, CJ Carr's going to win that job. And that is just from people I hear that are around, and I'm not going to say exactly how or who it is, but it leads me to believe that if I had to put money on it, I would say CJ, but I am not sold that it's totally done. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, that's kind of been my belief. I mean, of course, blue and gold is blue and gold, but from what we saw, he can throw a football extremely well, which it got me excited, and I've been big on CJ. I was honestly kind of wanting, before Riley committed last year, I was wanting CJ to start day one, his freshman year. But
Yeah,
So I am hoping it's
and then let me
CJ.
ask this. What would you think about a package where both of them play? Like against Miami, CJ Carr's the starter, and when you're in a short yardage situation or you want to do something at the goal line, maybe you mix it up and have a Kenny package. Do you like that or do you hate that? Are you like, if you're doing the two quarterbacks, you don't have one? Or do you like that as a way to keep a defense off balance and to make and to keep both guys engaged, and as long as it's productive, everybody wins? What do you think?
I see both sides of the argument, but I do think it'd be a good idea where if it's 3rd or 4th and 2 or we're on the goal line, you had that extra threat of Kenny's legs.
Yeah.
You could be, and you're already thinking Jeremiah Love, Jazarian Price handoff, but then you got to add in legs, or could it be an RPO? You just add that just one more thing to think about, and that I think you can have a lot of success with that. So I do think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, it would be. You just got to be careful with how you do it. Like, I could see a way where it works, but you also don't want to create a quarterback controversy. You also don't want it like to where you just got to be careful with how you do it. But I will say this. If there's anybody I trust to build that out, it's probably Mike Denbrock. The guy's been doing it for 40 years.
Exactly.
If there's anybody I trust to be able to do all this, I think it would be Denbrock. That's what you're paying him all this money for. He's been doing it 40 years.
Exactly. And, well, I saw an article a couple months ago. I'm not sure if you saw it or if it's even true, but I saw where Denbrock had said with Riley last year, they weren't completely opening what he wanted to do in the playbook, which he thinks he can now do with both Kenny or CJ.
And the other thing too, in Leonard's defense, remember he was banged up to start his Notre Dame career, so he didn't even have he didn't even have the full run up of camp and spring ball to get acclimated. And then he looked a little out of sync early in the year, especially week 2. Let's be honest. It was not a great day. So I don't know, man. The intrigue is off the charts because no one knows how this is going to go.
Yeah, I that is true about Riley. He was banged up. I don't know if that's what he meant by it. I didn't read the full article. I just saw kind of like the headline, but I was getting ready to go back and break from work. But yeah, I'm ready for some football, man.
One more week, baby.
Miami.
One more week, and we're back.
I got a cousin that's a Miami fan. I'm going to his house for the game. So.
Oh, man. Does he drink swamp water? I'm serious. If you look at the people that go to that, I think they go to the Everglades, bottle that water up, and chug it. I'm serious. Something wrong with these people.
I need to seriously ask him how he became a Miami fan, because we live in Ohio. How do you become a Miami fan from Ohio?
Yeah, well, I would just figure you would end up, if you were going to be a degenerate, you just go Ohio State. You don't need to go all the way to Miami, right? Like if you were going to betray us fellow Irish Catholics, I would have just went with Ohio State. Why Miami? I don't trust your cousin. I don't even know him, but I don't trust him. I'm not leaving my wallet out on the counter. I don't trust your cousin.
Oh, he's got a young boy. I've been trying to bribe his young boy into wearing a Notre Dame shirt for the game.
I like that.
Look, I'll give you $10-$20.
It's a good influence. You're trying to put the youth of America on the right track, bro. I appreciate your efforts. I do. You're doing the Lord's work. You're doing the Lord's work there in Ohio.
Oh, I'm trying here.
Good. I'm glad. Anything else, man? Thanks for the call. This was fun. Call me again. And how about you not wait 6 months between calls? Call me again.
One question before I go. When is your tailgate? What game?
Purdue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's going to be Purdue.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to the
A&M's too big of a game. A&M's too big of a game for me to want to tailgate. And then when you get later in the year, like you don't know about the weather and our record, Purdue had to be it this time. So that's the one.
Yeah, I think I'm going to the A&M game. I still got to buy my tickets, but
It'll be
that's
awesome.
the game I'm planning on going to.
Yeah, that'll be a good one, and the weather will be nice, and it'll be a night game. That'll be a perfect environment. But we'll do another blue and gold tailgate, and then we'll do another one the next year. Catch me at the next one, man.
I'll definitely try. I went to the blue and gold last year, and that was a good time. It was nice to meet you and Mike. That was a great time.
Yep. Well, we'll be doing it again. And thanks a lot for the call, man. Don't wait 6 months. Give me a call when camp gets started or something.
I'll do my best, John.
And get your cousin on the right track. I don't like this. He's going to end up on an episode of Cops going down this path. Have a good one, buddy. How much time you got, buddy? Mark with glasses, and then we'll round out the show with 484 and another 219. What's going on, Mark?
What's going on? I'm going to start out with an impression to start off, but I got to compose myself. I'm hotter than hell out here in the garage. All right. Let me tell you something, brother. Listen up. DJ Carr has the arm talent. This is Hulk Hogan, by the way. So what you going to do when this new offense runs wild on you? Say your prayers, take your vitamins. And let me tell you something, Mean Gene. Goolsby's talking about Aeneas Williams looking puffy. He's got 24-inch pythons. He's doing pull-ups in the videos. That's all I got.
The idea that you're sitting there in a hot box car because your wife told you to leave the AC, the thought that you're sweating it out in the garage waiting to do that made my night.
Yeah, so on my notes, this is directed to Andrew Gilmore. A couple of days ago, he was calling out Freeman. He was calling two of Freeman's season's disappointing. And Andrew's my favorite caller by far. He brings a lot of substance. But I just want to remind him with his revisionist history of Brian Kelly that he was the winningest coach, but he was also the losingest coach in Notre Dame history. And while he collected those wins versus inferior teams, he's, collected all those losses along the way. And against top 25 teams, he was 31-27, and 4-11 versus top 10 teams. And the measuring stick is big games. I'm reading Post-it notes out here in the garage. Freeman had more top 10 wins in 3 years than Brian Kelly in 12 years. And I've called in and said this numerous times about the narrative changing. Freeman's 14-5 versus ranked teams. He's won 9 of his last 10 big games versus ranked teams, and the one loss being to a national champion. So I think there is still a lot to remain to be seen, but we couldn't do diddly poo in decades. As far as New Year's 6, we just watched a team get 3 in one season, 3 top 10 wins in 3 consecutive weeks. I don't think you can kind of look back on the Brian Kelly and differentiate with what we're seeing now. I think, even the national media, you're seeing Paul Feinbaum even saying it. And if there's no such thing as the Ohio State Buckeyes, and believe me, every time I blow out the birthday candles, I wish there weren't such things. We'd already have a plans for the construction of the statue, but I think, we kind of take this year to year, but we're seeing this continuous improvement. The big games are the measuring stick. We need to remind ourselves of that. And Freeman, his worst year was his first year. He was 9-4. He's learning how to coach. Freeman is a lifetime coach, and he's had 4 worse years than that. And one is so it's like half of his seasons were disappointments. So when I see that, like looking back on the guy as a diss to Marcus Freeman and the job he's doing, it kind of makes no sense to me. He's got, he's lost 3 more games in 7 of his seasons, 5 or more games 4 times.
Yeah.
So his good seasons are few and far between. So to keep referencing him is getting lame at this point. And I just feel like if, in a 12-year span, like right here now, if you have high expectations and you're still referencing all that nonsense, you're missing the point.
Yeah, and I don't know if he's just trying to be contrarian just to get me or other people going or what. I don't know. But what it makes me...
I love Andrew Gilmore. But
me too. Yeah, I do too.
What did you think of my Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, that was pretty good. It was pretty good, brother. And the Mean Gene. I like when you called out to Mean Gene. That was a nice touch. That was a classy touch.
Yeah.
I want to know do you think like Adam that called from California, do you feel like Notre Dame's over the hump now and things are really different from now on? Not like a wait and see year to year, are we going to regress or whatever? Like, I get the feeling that like Adam feels like this program's just reached a certain level now. Do you feel confident in that, or are you worried that there could be this little slide back this year as we reset in some key areas? DC, quarterback, O-line, whatever. What do you think?
Yeah, and that's what I think. And having said all that, that's not to say we're not going to lose, dumb games occasionally, or, we're going to win all the big games, obviously. It's just like now I feel like the expectations can be high and it's more realistic. And I think the question marks and uncertainties with every college football team, today, more times than not, is going to be kind of the norm. And I just feel like this time frame right now, going back last year in this year with this roster, is more sufficient to handle the schedule. We just saw last year like what's possible. So I think, obviously if it goes off the rails, then there's something to be said about it. But I just don't see like how anybody can be dismissive of what we just kind of witnessed.
Yeah.
With, and impressive run. And
man, if you could just back up last year with another good year, the talent's just getting better. If you could find stabilization with that quarterback thing and that line turns out all right, and then you look at the talent coming in here, Notre Dame should be in the playoff every single year. The rest of the time, Freeman's here. This should be, if there's going to be any shakiness, this would be the year with all these changes and the new quarterback and the new DC. You already got a couple O-linemen injured. Like if you're going to have that slide, this would be the year. And then if you don't, Notre Dame should be a playoff team competing every single year. More spins, rolls of the dice, whatever you want to call it every year. They should be in the field.
Yeah, I think as long as the expectations are high, it should be Final Four or bust. That's kind of how I look at it. If you should be able to manage the regular season accordingly, and then in doing so, get a good spot in the playoffs and be able to handle your business. And I think Final Four is the standard from here on out. And I think Freeman would probably say as much. And
wow,
I think it's more realistic now than ever because look at the numbers. Nobody has more top 25 wins than Freeman since he's become a head coach. It's pretty remarkable. And I really think he has a way of, we were kind of laughing at that nerd he kind of has over his shoulder, whatever he's doing with his papers, but they're good at knowing when to dial stuff up, the risk reward on things. And I really think they've got a knack for this. And I think there's reason to be excited.
Man, I like it. I like it a lot. Mark, we got one more week on Patreon, one more week on the morning shows, and then we're back to camp, and we're going to have some real things to talk about. Anything on the way out, brother? Ooh, yeah. That was a bad Randy Savage.
Yeah, I got one more thing.
What do you got?
Oh, yeah. Mark movie review.
Oh, what do you got?
Oh, the wife's into these movies. Like, she's dragging me into movies all the time. We saw a movie called Fantastic Four today.
Okay, is that one of them
I'm
like
gonna go
is
ahead and
that
give
is
that
that one of them things with like we're all superheroes or some crap like that?
Yeah, superheroes. There's 4 of them. I'm gonna go ahead and give that a D minus.
Ooh.
I didn't know what was going on.
Like
They had,
me
babies
me during Star Wars.
Yeah, the special effects were kind of crummy. I didn't know what was going on half the time. I'm gonna go ahead and give that a D minus.
Ooh, man, D minus. That's a brutal one
Yeah.
on Rotten Tomatoes in Mark's garage. Mark, I love you, brother.
Yeah,
I love you. So,
I'm excited for Patreon tomorrow night. Thanks for taking my call.
me too. Hey, get inside. Quit sweating. I can't believe the wife kicks you out when you get into Notre Dame mode. Get in there and get some
Well,
AC, bro.
I was warming up my Hulk Hogan, and she's like, "It's 10:30 at night." Thanks for taking my call.
Never grow up. Never grow up. Never change, Mark. I love that, man. 484 and then 219, and we'll get out of here. What's going on, 484?
484 right here.
Yeah.
What's going on, Johnny Nuance? What's up?
Not much, man. I'm just getting excited for some Notre Dame football in a week. What do you
Oh,
think?
brother? I can't wait.
I'm ready
I
for
can't
it.
wait.
I'm ready.
Yep. How much time you got, buddy?
How much time you got, buddy? Let me see your face.
Oh man, hey, listen, I got a couple things I want to talk about.
Okay.
I talk about the starting quarterbacks. I just if they pick one, and stick with one. Don't if he's making mistakes or making mistakes, keep him in there. You can't yank him out because then what does that say to the team and stuff? You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Having a package like you got to keep Kenny involved, and I don't mind having, you know what I mean, him getting involved too.
Yeah, I'm with you because you can't run a first-time starter out there and then things don't go perfect and then you bail on them after like a game or two.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
When does fall camp start?
I think the end of next week. I don't even think it's in August. I thought it was the end of July.
Yeah. Yeah, end of July or beginning of August. That's what I thought. But you can't go through that competition and then you pick and say this is your dude, and then all of a sudden you gotta keep. You know what I mean? You can't do that.
Yeah, and
both
it's
these
like
guys are studs. I don't care who gets the job. Like I think CJ Carr's a dog. He's an alpha dog. Kenny Minchie. You know, don't count out Kenny backfoot Minchie.
Yeah. I think both these guys could play. And you know what, man? I got a feeling both of those guys are going to be needed at some point through the year. And I don't know whether that's an injury to the starter for a couple series or a quarter. A guy needs to go in. I think that those guys are both going to be needed at some point.
Oh yeah, yeah. And plus, I think they both have the attitude where they got their gunslingers. They're both strong arm quarterbacks. Minchie got better mobility, like run, but CJ Carr, he's an athlete. He can run too.
Yeah, it's and then what?
And I want to see that. I want to see Denbrock. I don't want to see him. I just want to see him go. Be aggressive. Give him the whole playbook. Don't hold back.
See, I'm glad you brought that up.
Somebody said they've been in the system, Denbrock, for 2 years.
Let's go.
Let's roll.
I'm glad you brought that up because Denbrock's the type of guy I could see being like, I'm running what I want to run, and it's up to you to be good enough to make it work. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure he's no
more coddling like we did with Riley, where we got to make certain things. These guys are good. We got good. I like the receivers we got. I like who we brought in. We're loaded at running back. We got that tight end. Man, I've been hearing about that Eli Raritan, man. Dude, that dude's a beast, man. He's a stud, man. That dude, and I agree with Big Mike Goolsby said, get him on the seam routes. The deep crosses, that's a mismatch right there. Because if you remember from last year against USC, when he scored that touchdown, it was a seam route, and it was right in the end zone. It was straight off the line. It's like a 20, and he's caught the touchdown.
Yeah, I predict Denbrock's going to do something early to build this kid's confidence. Whoever it is, I don't know what it's going to be, something a little tricky or something, but I think there's going to be an opportunity early for him to let that quarterback whip it around and gain some confidence. And I'm all for it, man.
Oh, yeah. And you know what else I'm sick and tired of? Oh, like I know like everybody's worried about, okay, our offensive line and stuff. But don't you think all these other teams that we're playing, they're not worried and concerned about the same thing? I mean, we go up against Miami. Dude, they lost all their receivers, all the receiving yards, and then their defense was trash last year, and they lost the running backs. It's like, hey, I mean, these other teams it's not just us. Like, everybody got worried about going down to Miami, but dude, they got problems too.
Yeah, you know what, man? Sometimes it's easy to get in this world where you're just worried about your shit so much you don't realize everybody else has shit too. You know what I mean? It's
dude,
you know what I mean?
Everybody got things like mine. Got big time shit, and they better worry about that.
Yeah,
that trash and dumbfire defense they had last year, because I don't think that's getting any better.
Yeah, but dude, I get caught up in that. I'm so worried about us and our flaws, and I'm so no,
I get it.
You don't realize everybody has question marks. Everybody's everybody's wait and see. Like everybody. So you just got to go out there, somehow, some way, win that first game, and then we'll be good to go. I don't care what it looks like. Get that damn win.
Oh, exactly. Yep. Get the W.
Let's
go.
Before I let you out of here, what are your thoughts on the defense? Yeah. Are you anxious about Ash and what he's going to change, or do you I believe in the players and the roster, and they're going to be fine?
Joe,
what do you think,
Johnny boy?
What do you think,
Johnny boy? Dude, this defense. What Freeman said, he wants to see violence. I think they're going to be aggressive, and their linebackers, the attitude that they play with, and you know who else I want you to remember this name? That Drake Bowen. That dude is a maniac. He is a sick MFer. He goes out. He goes with the intent. He goes with intent to hurt people. Like I think their cornerbacks and everything are legit. And just be aggressive. That's all I want Ash to be. And mix in with the zones or stick with the man. But I'm not worried about the defense. The defense has been carrying us for the last 10 years.
Yep, absolutely. So we'll see. And man, it's going to be interesting. It all starts in 1 week. Save the number. Give me a call. Yeah. Why don't you give me a call after camp starts and we have a little data and we'll
Johnny boy.
We'll revisit.
We're gonna be 2-0, brother.
Oh man, I hope so.
Don't
get me excited
Franklin,
like that. You getting me excited with that 2-0. What about that Signetti? What about his big mouth?
As a Signetti and Franklin, know your role and shut your mouth, because Marcus Freeman will stuff you back in those lockers like
I like it.
You freaking nerds.
I like the. I just like the bite on the end of that. That was a good way to end the call. Thanks a lot, man. Enjoy your weekend. Have a good one. Good call.
You too, man.
Good call.
Remember, go Irish.
Oh, man. How much time you got, buddy? Couple more calls, and we're going to wrap it up. Matt, $10 holler, just tuned in. The A&M game makes me nervous for some reason. I think they might keep it close. I'll be there with my redneck friends. Can't wait. It should be fun. It should be fun. Bama Charlie, I have an answer for this. I need to see more rants. You're getting too mellow. My answer to that is there's less to yell about. Like, you're not the first person that's been like, John, you're losing your touch. You don't yell all the time. Yeah, there's a lot less to yell about now. Notre Dame wins big games. They don't get blown out. The recruiting's taking an uptick. I have a head coach that doesn't make me want to pull my hair out. So, I yell when it's warranted. There's just a lot less to be mad at. The last few years of Kelly, I woke up every day in a bad mood because you were getting gaslit and you knew you were going to get the same result. Look at this. Mark, you sounded like Ozzy Osbourne. The rest, Sharon. Who stole my beer out of my room, Sharon? You should have done the clean bait. Hey, let me see your face. We want to see your face. Sharon, 415 $5 holler. AD, check. HC, check. Culture, check. Roster, check. Always Irish, running wild all year long, check. That's a hell of a $5 holler. I really do appreciate it. I really do. 219, what's going on? Is this Commander? Which 219 is this?
Yeah.
I'm strumming my fake electric guitar right now in the basement.
You feel it.
I'm bobbing my head. I'm bobbing my head playing that guitar, baby.
You feel it, man. You feel it. And we're all going to share experience.
What kind
on August 31st.
Oh, what kind of experience? Am I going to like it? Is it going to be a good one or a bad one?
It's going to be we're in it to win it, baby.
Ooh. I mean, you're saying that. Do you
all day. And the man, last year, John, I called in. It was around this time I called in one night. And I said, my biggest complaint with Marcus Freeman was he was coaching and making decisions off of a position of weakness, not being confident.
And do you think he's matured out of that?
Absolutely. What we're going to see enter the field when he comes out of the tunnel in Miami and the smoke's rolling and all his guys are behind him and they're hyped and the soldiers are there and the electricity and they're going to be ready to roll.
So, okay. I really like the confidence. I'm just asking, you're not nervous about the new quarterback?
I absolutely believe Freeman is. I don't care about the quarterback. We can go back to week 1. I don't care who, Carr, Minchie, whoever you want to start. Coaching staff will make the right decision. You can go back. I would say go back and look and watch the Texas A&M game from last year and watch what they did with Knapp at left tackle. Watch just go back and watch. When I watched that game, I wasn't watching Riley Leonard or Love or anything. I was watching the young ones out there on the end. And what they did with him, and that, it was a masterpiece of coaching. They didn't expose him to a superior opponent. Go back and watch, John, man. I'm telling you. What they did with him, they're talking about putting Knapp at guard and pull him. He was at left tackle. You can watch at the beginning of the game on the left side. He pulls out and was a lead blocker. So I can see why they would want to put him at guard, but what I seen there, I have the utmost confidence. Whoever they put on the line, the defense is solid. All right, we got the best running backs in the country, and don't disrespect J.D. Price because I guarantee you, Love doesn't. Love knows what he is, and J.D. They're good friends, man. They train every day. They know what each other has.
I just like the positivity coming from you. I mean, you seem very, very confident. Notre Dame's going to go in there and beat Miami in the face.
John, that's the thing, man. These people in this chat all the time talk shit. I've already predicted 12-0. How much more positive do you want?
Man, yeah, that's about as good as it gets. It's as good as it gets. You get that home game bye, baby.
That's what I see. I think with the schedule, I don't think Miami. I think our defense is strong enough to withstand the first 2 weeks, and whoever they have at quarterback, who gives a fuck? Well, I'm not gonna say that, but
too late.
The line, the running backs, and then you got 6-7 tight end.
How do you feel about the defense, Commander?
I feel like the secondary. I feel like Schuler is like a mix of Watts
slash a hard hitter, Elijah Shoemate.
Ooh,
Number
nice
22. I don't know.
little throwback there to Shoemate.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you know him, but he would have made a hell of a rover. And so that's what I feel like Schuler is. You know, Schuler's the type of guy that he's going to do something.
I like my players to do something.
He's the type of guy. He's the type of guy. He's going to walk into the end zone in Miami with the ball raised above his head, and you know he wears that shirt up and he's going to show them hundreds of thousands of sit-up reps he's done.
I'm telling you, I like the story you're building. I want it to become reality.
He's a player.
What about the wide receivers?
Absolutely a player.
What about the wide receivers? Is this the year that the passing game really takes a step forward? What do you make of it? If you're on this roll of positivity, do that too.
Well, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm hoping the transfer guy, you know, I want to believe he's going to be a good player, but I also thought Bo Collins was going to be a player as well.
Yeah.
You know, and in the first game when he came in, what was against Clemson or something? Who was that?
What, A&M? He made that big play against A&M. Collins did. I remember that.
Yeah, A&M. I seen him come in. He pushed that guy. That's the attitude that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
You know, but don't get a penalty. But just that type of, like when I went to Notre Dame Stadium, I see Michael Floyd play. That's the kind of guy he was. Now, I hope Fields is that. Outside, you know, that's wishful thinking. Outside of that, I think, you know, Faison needs to, you know, he was a former walk-on. Maybe the first year was a fluke or something. I don't know, but, you know, and Great House, he can be, you know, whatever he wants to be.
So the real question is, are you going to show up at the tailgate or what? You're in the area. You're running out of excuses to never show up and hang out.
I should. I'm going to it.
Well, let's do it.
Go up. You know, the only time, actually, to be honest with you, the only thing I'm interested in doing with Notre Dame Stadium and all the traffic and all that is Texas A&M. If we win that game, if we win in Miami, you know, I might have to come off some cash and buy some tickets.
I appreciate that. Do it, man. Hey, thanks for calling. It's been a while. Thanks for being on all the morning shows, too. I appreciate you.
All right, John. I appreciate you, man. Enjoy the show.
Have a good one, man. Thank you very much. Look at that. Commander Captain Positivity there. Who is this? Is this Rodney? What's up, buddy?
Hey, John.
What's up?
John. I have been drinking.
Oh, boy. Here we go. What's going on, Rodney?
But I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm feeling good.
It's not the Ohio State post-game show. So
no, not at all. Not at all. I have good vibes. John.
I can hear it in your voice.
Just a bit.
Oh, I love you. Oh, God, that's funny, man. What's going on? What's up?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, I was just thinking about this, man. I'm so looking forward to this year because, man, I think about this whole always Irish entourage that got started and how much we had to climb from the pits of hell. John, now I didn't come aboard. I think it was 2020, buddy, when I came aboard. But I think it was 2016 when you started this, right?
Yep, 2016.
Yeah, man. And you know, God bless you, man. What's so amazing about all this, you started this from the bottom. You started this from the bottom of Notre Dame football. Now, I experienced that 3-9 year under Weiss in 2007. You were just an itty bitty. And I wasn't, or whatever you were. You weren't an idiot, but you were like, whatever, 20. How old were you in 2007?
I don't know. I would have been in my 20s. Yeah, in my 20s.
Yeah, you'd been in your 20s. So you were still, and I was like 30, whatever, 32, whatever it was. But dude, you started this from a low point in Notre Dame football. And it's just, it's gotten better. There's been some fits and starts, but it's been a pretty good improvement, I would say. And you're at the point now, I mean, literally, in your 10th year. John, it's a decade that you've been putting this stuff out there, man, and give yourself a pat. Give yourself a pat in the back, brother. Hulkamania is running. Always Irish mania, brother.
It has been a wild ride.
Man.
It has really been a wild journey to look at where we started all this, and then how the program's changed and how this has kind of grown. It's a beautiful experiment. Let's put it that way.
God bless Hulk Hogan, by the way, man. I mean, that whole era, everything it did for wrestling, for fandom in general, man. I mean, all these vibes I feel when I'm talking about Notre Dame football, I mean, they get me excited like a wrestling match, in its most fictional form. Some of those like the Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan and all those great matches Hulk had with Ultimate Warrior. And God bless him, man. Thank you, Hulk Hogan, by the way. All the flaws aside that guy brought, there was also some genuine love and a human quality that man had that I just want to thank Hulk Hogan, man, for everything that man brought to sports intensity and charisma. John, I was thinking about this. So I think we win this first game. I think it's going to be a tough one, but I think we pull it out. And John, if we did not, I know I'm harping on this, but if we did not have the bye week in week 2, I think we lose week 2 to A&M. I truly mean that. I think we go on to have a fantastic season, get in the playoffs, and then we'll see. But I think we would lose. But because of that bye week, I think we win that game now. And I think it's going to be a close one, though. I just think I'm not gonna. I just think that bye week is a brilliant move by Notre Dame to put that there. We'll see if it plays out, and I'm right, or I'm eating, curds and words, whatever. But I'm telling you, man, I'm feeling like that bye week is a real important one that comes in a very strange area, but it makes a lot of sense when you consider the level of games those two are going to have. Got to keep in mind, John, Mike Elko has had to be. 2 years in a row, he's had 2 really good teams that have, played Notre Dame very, very tough, and he's come on the short end. That's a good football coach.
Yep, and they should be. They're going to be better this year than they were last year when it was his first game.
Absolutely.
And I'll go back to my bingo card where it says, where is it? A lot of respect for Elko on the bingo card right here. A lot of respect for Elko right there. Check it off your bingo card at the local VFW.
I just think that bye week, the more I think about it, the more I think it's such a brilliant move by Notre Dame to put it where it's at because of the games it is in between. Because that week 1 to week 2, they say most improvement. John, we made our most improvement in week 3 last year. That Purdue game is where the team that we kind of seen. Think about it though, John.
Rodney, that old thing, a team always improves the most between week 1 or 2. Not so fast, my friend, for us last year.
Not so fast, my friend. God bless you, Lee Corso, as well. Yeah, no doubt, man, because think about it, man. Our most improvement, the team that looked the most like the team that ended the year was the Purdue game. That was the team that kind of was who we were hoping and thought they could be. That was that team. Like I said, sometimes the most improvement comes in week 2 to 3. It's not always week 1 to 2. But generally by week 3, you know who you got. And, John, we're going to find out. But here's the thing, though. Bottom line, and I'm saying this even if we lost both first games, or even lost both games, I do not think it's going to happen. I still think this team's going to be really good by the end of the year. I just think that Freeman's a team that builds his teams throughout. They don't always start out the best, so they might start out strong, and then maybe they regress at some point for a week or 2. but the guy gets them right back and they improve. And that's what we've seen now for 3 years in a row. And I just think he's going to keep getting better, and our teams are going to just keep getting better. There's going to be less of that bottom end and more of that top end. But I still think that we do slip up at some point. I'm not sure where it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I think this is an 11-1 football team. I think that's going to probably, and even if it's 10-2, and I think that's possible, I think that this is going to be a better team than last year's team when it's all said and done. Well, that's good enough to win a national title. I don't know. But I think we're going to all collectively look at this year as, okay, that was an even better team than last year. I think we're going to say that.
Yeah, you know what I think? I've been saying this for a while, Rodney. I am very, very confident this team's going to be really good, but when? Like, I agree with you. Like, you're looking down the road, and the new quarterback isn't so new anymore, and he's got some reps under him, and the schedule lightens up in the back end. I am very confident it's going to be a really good Notre Dame team. How good and how early?
I think
when?
I think there's two. I think both I'll be really honest with you, man. I think this competition at quarterback is bringing out the best in both of them. I don't know that either one of them would be as good as whatever they're going to be if the other one wasn't there, because the other one offers something. That's what's so interesting too, is that you had this quarterback in Riley Leonard last year who was, I mean, literally the best running quarterback since Tony Rice that we've had. I mean, that guy did things that reminded me of Rice, even though it was a very different style of running. It was so weird how similar it was. His leadership abilities, all that. But getting past Leonard, now you got a guy in Minchie who is not as good a runner as Leonard, but better than Carr. Who's not maybe as accurate as a passer of Carr, but still very, very accurate, maybe surprisingly accurate. You got Carr, who's not the athlete that Minchie is, but still a really good athlete. But so I mean, and of course, you know, all the things that we've heard about his arm and what he can do from an accurate standpoint. I think they're pushing each other. And I think this is going to be great for both of them. I think they're both going to play. I think they're both going to become Notre Dame. I don't want to say legends. That's not the right way to put it. Because one of them may be, and maybe the other one. But I think they are both going to be very important in Notre Dame lore.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me put it that way. I don't think they're going to leave. I don't think either one of them is leaving. I don't get that feeling. I think both of them are going to stick with the program. And I think both of them are going to play. It could be, you know, Carr gets the starting job, goes out in week 4, Minchie comes in, plays for 5 games, and whatever it is, however it comes out, I think both of them are going to be a major factor over the next 3 years.
Yeah, I kind of get that too. I get that sense too. I think I think you're going to need both of them this year at some point due to injury, or I just feel that, man. So I'm with you. We got 1 week.
I don't think they're going anywhere, John. I don't think one's going to. I really mean that. I believe, because just what you said, and just what's happening. College football quarterbacks these days, it's tough to stay healthy the whole year. It just is, man. And there's also been innovation through college football that have found ways to bring the backup quarterback more engaged. I would actually like to see more of that, to be honest with you. I think they figured it out with the running back position where, you know, before it was kind of one workhorse, and we saw that through the pros too, and then it kind of now has become a 2 running back system. Even in Notre Dame, even Jeremiah Love, Jadarian Price, it's going, and Aeneas Williams is going to get a lot of carries. That's been kind of the shift. I think the next phase is seeing when you have 2 great quarterbacks or 2 very talented quarterbacks with slightly different skill sets, how do you utilize these guys? And where I think, especially with the fact if they are both shown to be good leaders, that's a key. If both of them are able to lead, not just one, but both, then I think you could see not a 2 quarterback system where it's, okay, we're giving this guy the first quarter, now we're giving this guy the second. No, it's like, go with a little bit of momentum, go with like what's working at the time. Okay, maybe for a couple games it's Carr. I'm not saying Swift. I'm just saying, John, with injuries and, okay, guy's not at his best today, he's just having an off game. Okay, let's bring this guy in. That was one thing I will give Kelly. That 2012 season, man, him bringing in Reese sometimes to relief Golson, that went a long way, Notre Dame making it to the title game. Yeah. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
and I think, and it wasn't always because of injury. It was just because he was off. and he would bring Reese in to kind of save the day. I mean, I'm just saying, I think that there's a way to use both of them where not in a stupid way, not in the, oh, now we got to give this guy his chance. No, man. But I just think there's a way for both these guys to play this year and be really, really important.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
I'll leave you with that.
Hey, we got one more week, Rodney, and we're going to start getting answers to some of these questions.
Buddy. I can't wait. Oh, John, it's gearing up, man. I can't wait, man.
One more week. Rodney, it's great to hear from you, man. Be safe and have fun the rest of the weekend, okay?
All right, man. You too.
Have a good one. How much time you got, buddy? Rodney. I got to tell you guys, we're going to finish up with our main man, Martinez. What a great way to wrap this up. I just love all of the Hulk Hogan references tonight, and everybody doing the voice and everybody mixing it in, and Ozzy too. Like, we're honoring our guys. Oh boy. Happy John is the best John. I don't even want him to be angry anymore. Do you know how many people have told me I'm losing my touch? And my answer's simple. There's less shit to be mad at these days. It's a real simple equation. I haven't lost my edge. There's just less to be mad at every single day. So give me a break. My main man, Martinez. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? You hear me?
I got you. What's the word on the streets?
Hey, brother, we're at a hot springs cold plunge spa, bro. Very, very wine and cheese. Very snooty. Very la-di-da, brother. Right up your alley,
Hey,
brother.
hey, you want to know something? You want to know what I thought of when I saw you put that in the chat? I think
What's up?
I think it's that movie about the volcano, like Dante's Peak or something from the 90s, when that couple goes skinny dipping near that volcano in the water in the hot spring, and they come out skeletons, bro. It melts all the skin off, and they're just skeletons. I don't want to lose you to no volcano.
Nah, Utah did have volcanoes, man. But nah, man, I just wanted to call in. Great show, man. Hey, you had Goolsby on, man. That's awesome, dude. I wanted to ask him a question, but maybe next time, man.
Dude, I gotta tell you, man, why in the hell are you calling me when you're doing something relaxing on the weekend? You don't gotta worry about me. Come on, man.
Dude, you hear that? That's my cousin and my buddy Gene, bro, saying, you know why, brother? Because real talk, during the week, man, like Luis said not too long ago, brother, like, during the week I'm working with dudes that are like, man, I got 20 years experience on you, and they're trying to tell me how to do things. And so I'm like, during the week, it gets me through, like, really, like the 2-3 hours I listen to the show Monday, Wednesday, Friday helps me so much, bro. And then the Saturday night shows are just like, what else is better to do than spend it with a support group of Notre Dame, the disgruntled fans, man. You know what I mean?
The loyalty just warms my heart, though. When you guys call from work and you're doing all this, like, it takes extra effort. I really appreciate it, man. You guys are great. I love this community, man. Even the trolls, I have a soft spot in my heart for most of them.
I know. Hey, man, but everybody seems, you say, like, after this week, right? After this week, a week from today, we are in August, baby. We're about 30 days away from kickoff, right? In Hard Rock Stadium.
Yep, we'll be back. I think camp starts in a little over a week, and we're going to start getting some answers to our questions.
Hey, brother, we signed Terry Gerard. How about that, huh?
It's a good pickup. Everybody I've seen really likes his sophomore film, and there's a lot of room for growth and development before he gets to town.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? You're right. People hit it on the head about going down into SEC country. And, I think even that psychologically messes with the other teams, because it's like, hey, how are they going to come right into our own backyard and take, our guys out here or take our talent? I think that's what Marcus is doing behind the method behind his madness is good. That's the one thing why Kyle up here in Utah, although he's a good coach, man, he lose a lot of big name players. Like a lot of big name players went in his early coaching career after he took over for Urban Meyer. He lost a lot of good players to USC, to Cal, to the Pac, to the West Coast Pac teams, because he had that mentality well, Utah kids should just want to come here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that I think the SEC is so arrogant. Well, with SEC, they just should want to come here. So, hey, man, great pickup, man, for Marcus doing that, man, and psychologically giving them the bee's knees.
Yeah. I like the way you said that. No, but I'm with you. And the other thing is, it's really early because he's a 27 guy. But that could be the hallmark of your class you build around in 27. You got a quarterback everybody likes, and you have him as the centerpiece. You can recruit around that. He can help recruit as well. I like having a quarterback early in a class that could be a tent post there, holding up what you're doing in that recruiting year. I like that.
Yeah, man, and hopefully it just holds, man. Doesn't end up. And you know what I think people have seen? You know, I think he learned from the whole Deuce, you know, kind of like used Notre Dame to get that upper hand on, you know, going to Auburn. But here's one thing I'm going to say, man, and then I know it's getting late. Hey, John, real quick, though, man, you got to see the chicks, man. You got to see all the chicks here. It's insane, bro. Anyways, but let me tell you, I got to squeeze that in, but let me tell you this, man. You know,
it's a Saturday night, baby.
Hey, I'm going to send you the video of the place, man. It is gorgeous. You got to fly out here, man, and spend time down here in Southern Utah with me, man. I'll show you guys. I'm going to send you the video. Watch it via email.
I think I need that, man. I need to relax. I need to relax the blood pressure. I think maybe a hot spring would be just about right.
Yeah, brother, little cold plunge to kind of cool you down. But here's one thing, man, that I want to kind of touch on. Everybody's on this whole Saban if he's coming back, if he's not coming back, you know. But the one thing I see, like Sarkisian, Kiffin, a lot of his like disciple coaches, they all played in the pack. You know what I mean? He went and got them all. They all played in the pack. They're not like Lou Holtz assistants, like Barry Alvarez, Les Miles, Urban Meyer, who all went on to succeed, win national titles, if not make their teams into national title contenders, you know, and produce Heisman Trophy players like Lou did. You know what I mean? His disciples didn't do that. So I just want to throw that into that whole Nick Saban, because, you know, I freaking hate the SEC, bro. So
yeah.
But Johnny, man, I know it's late your way, man. Like, just wanted to call you, man, say hello, really, man, really. You know, love you guys, love the chat, man. You know, it sounds like a lot of people, man. Hopefully Luke makes it out there. Sounds like Andrew's going out there too, man.
Yeah, it'd be nice to meet him finally. Yeah, it'll be good to see everybody. Hey, man, relax and have fun, man. You work hard during the week. Relax. You've earned it.
All right, buddy. Onward, Notre Dame, man. You guys all be safe. Love you guys. We'll see you.
Have a good one. Oh, man, that's funny. It was just funny how he was whispering, kind of like a 16-year-old. He was like, oh, there's some chicks over there. Oh, God. You never know what you're going to get. One more call, 623. Walter, $5 hour. Rodney, did you lose your mind? Every time Notre Dame starts 0-1, the season goes straight to crap. Get your head examined. Capital letters, so you know we meant it. SB Flood, $10 hour. Miss you. Well, how about this? 623. You no longer have to miss Johnny. What's going on?
Hey, Johnny boy, super excited to join us. So I'm in Arizona. It sounds like I know you're getting ready to sign off. What's been the theme of the show tonight? I'd love to chime in. Like I just got home. I got ND stories, but what's the theme of the night? I'd love to chime in on that.
We're kind of talking about, we got about a week left till camp arrives. And we're just kind of talking about what we're looking for, what we think camp's going to look like, and then those first two games. So it's been a lot of quarterback talk, and then a lot of people have a lot of confidence, man. A lot of people believe in Notre Dame, even with a tough early schedule and a lot of changes in the team.
Okay, nice. Good. And also, I've had a couple of questions on myself. I'm wondering where Boubacar Traore's health is at, and same with Jordan Botelho. I was watching some highlights from the Georgia game, and then I looked at Arrowheads. Georgia still has that same left tackle that Notre Dame's second, third string ends were able to beat. And if we have these healthy ends, I mean, it was insane. Boubacar has had twitch like we haven't seen since Justin Tuck. So that's where my head's at. I'm surprised I haven't seen anything in the offseason about his health. And shoot, other than that,
I've been watching your shows obviously for years, and then now we're leading up to Miami. My fantasy draft is always that Sunday. So we had that Texas game about X amount of years ago that went double overtime, X amount of overtime, when Kelly was shuffling the deck on the quarterbacks, and we all kind of knew he should have stayed with Kaiser, but not to take anything away from Malik Zaire. So those have been my question: is where is Botello and Boubacar at?
Am I dreaming, or isn't Botello just out the whole year? Or is there a chance he's coming back with that injury? I thought I was just counting Botello out, or at least until late in the year.
I mean, he was
right?
injured. He was my thoughts are he was injured and early enough in the season where he didn't even have to burn an eligibility year, and that's why he's coming back. And
but
so,
wait.
Wait.
No. Wait. Am I dreaming, or did he not just get hurt again? Not in the season last year. I'm pretty sure he got hurt again, and now he's out for the whole year. He got hurt again in the offseason. In the offseason, he got hurt again. That's what I'm referencing, and I'm pretty sure he's gone. He's done.
So I thought I would have picked up on that, but I will definitely dive back in. So if we're shifting Botello out, which is unfortunate, and then that still leaves us with Boubacar, who was really would have Botello was great if NFL prospect, but Boubacar was only below him because of his seniority, and then he came in and started dominating. I think he got hurt on Purdue's wet field. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think I remember that. I remember that.
My best question, and I'm excited for Plaxico. And I'm with you. If we can beat Miami. My friend got married in 2017. I remember trying to be cool and watch the Notre Dame game from my phone, and Notre Dame was just getting destroyed by Miami at my friend's wedding. And now I'm ready for revenge. It's going to be tough.
Did you just drink? Did you just drown your sorrows at the reception and just wash your life away? Like, is that what you did?
Oh, I mean, well, John, wouldn't that happen for me, unfortunately? But yeah, it was rough. And I remember Ian Book's interception. They bring him in, and it was tough for him. Pick six. And I didn't think Miami was that much of a better team than us. We just weren't ready, but I think we're going to be ready. And
yeah,
I'm just so excited for Coach Freeman and the rest of the offseason. I think they're going to bring. I think Mitchie will play against Miami because why not, right? It's like I'm sure he's been getting half of the work, and that run last year, John, was so nuts. Like I'm excited to catch up with you a little bit more. I'm going to start calling in, and I'm an 84 boy too. And I think you and I have a lot in common. You have some other AZ callers. So I'm going to drop and let you get off of here, but just really I was so happy to see you on live. I'm like, man, I'm going to donate and I miss you, Johnny boy. And, hopefully I'll get to see you soon. There are some direct flights out of here. And, but yeah, I wish you the best, and hopefully we'll catch up soon.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it. I'm glad we do the night shows. Let some people that can't do the morning stuff get in. And then once the season starts, you'll all be seeing a lot more of me, man. Thanks for the nice words and the donation.
Oh, big time, John. I love what you do. You're living all of our dreams out every single day. So you take care, and I'll talk to you soon.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. That was really, really nice. You guys are nice. I got nice callers, man. Sometimes I do think I should get more troll callers, but I usually don't. Everybody other than Caden is usually pretty nice. SP Flood, $10 holler. Couple more chats. $2 holler from the Chief Keef, baby. I made it. I'm hammered. Shout out my girl. Okay, I don't know where that's headed. I love Saturday nights. You never know what condition anybody's going to be in. It's always a mystery. You never know what you're going to get. $5 holler from the Hulkster Jr. If you're not on Patreon, equals join. Monday Night Raw is the best content out there. Shout out to all the new members, including Chicago's very own. We are growing. Yeah, I appreciate that. It is great. It's great to have everybody in. I appreciate it. I should troll call, but I'm busy surfing. Yeah, I know you are, Dodger. I picture you out there with an earpiece in, listening to me every day, surfing in the morning, hanging 10, whatever that means, whatever you're doing. Your show is so great, John, and the Hulkster rules. You guys are hilarious, man. You guys are hilarious. John, tell the Get Low story. Tell everybody what the young crowd did. Dude, I'm embarrassed about that. Ain't nobody likes my music anymore. It's disappointing. It's very frustrating. All right, you guys, that's going to be it. I sincerely, look at this. Where is this? Homer TD, better late than never, brother. I thought I saw that. $10 holler from Homer TD. Thank you very much, man. I hope to see you soon, Tony. Yeah, really good show, man. Really full. We had Goolsby here on screen, a bunch of calls, honors coming in for the Hulkster and Ozzy. I think I got electrocuted. All the power went off in my house, and I lost the internet connection. That was inconvenient. You never know what you're going to get on a Saturday Night Live, baby. This was awesome. This was fun. Johnny fights for every man. I am a real leprechaun. All right, that's going to be it. Thanks for the donations. Thanks for the calls. There's nothing quite like this community. Thanks for being a part of it. Have a good night, everybody. I love you guys. Thank you.